We come into focus upon one of the many dueling cubes within the undercroft of the Academy. A tournament is underway between first-year students, and many of their fellow students have wandered onto the scene to see the fights. As Jeremiah, Dahlia, Hernan, and Lily watch their group members face off against their opponents, we see the stands slowly fill up with familiar faces next to them. The bubbling lava and smell of sulfur wafts through the cube itself, creating a realistic mix of illusion magic and conjuration that it feels so real to all those within the battle arena. A cloud of dark mist coils around the center of the field, hiding most of the opponent's team from view. We tune in on Ermi's turn in combat on the start of round 4. As a reminder to resources used, Morrigan is currently has cast Counterspell and has it marked on her, and has a ready to action, if I remember correctly, to firebolt the first enemy she sees.
You are so right and so smart.
Good. Okay. Good. All right. Let's. Briggs, are you back? Are you ready to go?
Excellent.
All right. While we wait for him
Love to hear it.
get back from his little.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. Let me just get on my PC real quick.
Oh God. Well, while we wait for him to get on his PC, let's go to the peanut gallery. Jeremiah, Dahlia, Hernan, and Lily, what are you guys doing while these past 20 seconds of combat?
Popcorn, cheerleading. We're having a great time.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that.
2, 4, 6, 8.
For spectators' purposes, you can see technically the enemy team from like the stands, essentially. It's kind of like, like, there's like screens both, like there's the actual arena, and then there's also like illusion magic projecting what's going on in the arena from like this supervisor's point of view, so you can kind of see.
Yeah. That's good, because it's been dark. It's been real dark.
It's kind of like the Batman vision. You can kind of see him through the dark.
Yeah.
Do we know who the other 4 people are from like this team who are also watching?
The members of Group F. Let me double check so I don't get it wrong. Sententia, Nakan, and Rush are the other members of the team. They're currently not participating in the fight. Their team only has 7 students, but they also have Flofel, who is a summoner.
Yeah. So technically, they have 5 people versus 4 right now.
Yes.
I need to talk to a supervisor.
Verdon looks through the window at you.
I'd like to speak to the manager.
He closes the window's shades.
It's not Vernon!
Your voice gets muffled as he goes back to his job.
It's okay, Fafel's my friend, so I'm not going to take it personally, but just know it ain't right.
True. Some of these people are your friends. Are you cheering for them as well, or only your group?
I'm cheering for Fofel. I like her. Team Blonde.
So, over the battlefield, Kel, Asterius, Morrigan, Ermi, you just hear Lily's high-pitched voice yelling, Fofel!
And Nulra. I'm rooting for all the success in the world for Nulra. She really needs it. She needs to win more than anyone.
I think Morgan assumes that Lily is just very excited about things happening in general.
I have fallen over in Greece 6 times and I'm getting beaten to shit, and you guys are cheering for the opposite team. No. I'm not cheering for
the show has turned into a watch Asterius in Greece being a little piggy show.
Yeah, you only can see him kind of through the dark mist half the time, and so he goes into the mist fully, decent looking. He comes back out, he's half covered in grease, he goes back in, he comes back out, he's covered fully in grease now. You don't know what's going on in there, but it's not fun.
Alright, I'm back.
Well, Dahlia wants the other team destroyed. She's got that team spirit. Get fucked, Nora.
Yeah, that's the fucking spirit!
But also, Love Nolra. Love being a roommate. Please don't bite me in the night.
I have returned.
Hi.
Alright, and on that, let me get some fighting music going as it's your turn, Ermi.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm trying to think of what just happened last week. I had someone run from me this way into the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe there's someone to the north up here somewhere. So, I'm going to take the hide action, or bonus action.
Okay.
So I need to roll stealth, right?
Yes.
I need to drag that to my bar.
Alright, continue your turn. You have your action and your movement.
I'm gonna jump this to this next one.
Okay. Ermi, running on the all fours a bit, very sneaky, hot cut, cling to like the half-cover walls, leaps across the lava.
I would like to point out that I wanted to shoot the first person of the other team I saw.
you shoot Ermi as he turns the corner.
Yeah, you're not catching.
I can shoot someone I can't see, right?
If you did not dash to get there, yes. You can take a guess of where they were, you would have disadvantage.
Okay, can I do that?
Do you have 45 feet of movement?
I could have rolled acrobatics. to
Yeah,
jump
you can
this,
roll
I guess.
acrobatics, just keep it, if you fall in lava, it's game over.
Or I could stay right here and then shoot from here, which I
Yeah,
think
it's
is
up to
also
you.
a good decision.
I just
Okay.
make sure, yeah, because you can do the acrobatic check, but there is a chance you fall into lava and are KO'd.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot at the summoner from here, I think.
Alright, roll with disadvantage, so you just roll and then I'll give a disadvantage after if I need to.
Okay.
As you kind of go pew pew. Ooh.
Nope.
Yeah. So you kind of pew pew into the darkness, and you can't tell if you hit anything, but you don't feel that satisfaction of the hunt. You don't hear any sounds in response, just deadly silence.
Yeah. Figures. Alright, well he's gonna hunker down and pass turn.
Alright. Morgan. Take the shot.
Just a sec. I didn't expect this to happen so soon. I chose Toll the Dead, correct?
I think so.
Cool. Is she damaged?
No. You should be able to see their health bars now. Alright, even if a +6 for being a cleric does not pass the saving throw, taking 2 damage.
That's not a lot, but someone's gotta do some work.
And then they're shooting at you.
What?
I thought it was a 1d12 if they failed their saving throw. Am I crazy?
Oh, it's not a crit. Why is it saying it's a crit? What do you mean?
Toll the Dead.
What? It's if they're damaged, she rolls a d12, yes, but she was not damaged.
Oh, okay, my bad.
She's only lost 10 HP.
Yeah, I forget. It's a save or nothing.
So I don't know why it's saying it's a crit there, Morgan, but you only take 7 fire damage.
I appreciate that. And can I immediately counter-strike her?
You can. So you should be able to click it, just don't use the spell slot again, and just use it to roll the attack, essentially.
Okay, the 2d10.
Yeah.
Or the...
If you click the spell again, just don't consume another spell slot, and you'll let you roll the attack.
Cool. Oh, that's beefy.
Something is going wrong behind the scenes. Everything's being considered a crit. Wait, no, never mind, you're good. Wait, why was hers I need to look at her real quick. Why does this shit... I need to look at her firebolt real quick. I need to see if I... messed up. No, it's 1d10 on there. Oh, maybe the cantrips at every level? Give me a second. Oh, there we go. So, I fixed it on her, I may have to do it on everyone else's for some reason, but anyhow. Alright, so she only did 7 to you. You counter-strike. What's your counter-strike weapon look like? As you kind of are attacking back at a decent range. It could be a melee weapon, it could be like a projectile, it's up to you.
So, I like the idea of a melee-looking sight, but we're very far from each other.
It could be like something you send towards her, it's within 60 feet.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's totally is sort of like a ghostly-looking sight flying around her that's ready to hit people when it has the chance.
Alright,
It
so
fully went funk towards Gleam.
yeah, so we kind of see the side kind of dig into the ground as it soars towards her and do like an upwards vertical strike, almost shattering through her barrier. She's significantly wounded. And she's gonna limp back into the shadows. Hi, Asterius.
Hi. Let me guess.
19 to hit.
That hit.
And you still have your armor up, right?
That took the armor off, but
So
yes,
that
I
was
did
5
have it up.
damage.
So 5 damage. Do you want me to roll it or?
I did it to him. So from the shadows, you kind of, as you're kind of like at the edge of it, you see a blade coming out. You kind of bring up your Elven Warblade to kind of parry it, but the strike still kind of hits your shoulder. We see like the armor ripple a bit as it kind of fades away finally. But we
Does
can
that
hear...
take into account she still had Bane on her and everything? Or was that on someone else?
I don't remember who you baned. I think it was him, if you could see him. Yeah. But
I think I
rolled
did
a
it
19
like,
and your AC is 16, so let me see. He would have still hit because it would have been 17. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So he takes 5, you hear him like let out a curse of an infernal. You don't really know the actually, do you know infernal? You do. He says shit like ow. And then so that was 5, 10, 15, 20.
Fucking running.
Alright, double checking his turn. Oh, he could have technically done this again.
Excuse me? Why would you do that?
For 6 damage on you.
Can we get another Bane roll? Get fucked.
Let me double check. Yeah. Alright, no hit. Let me heal you up, Chief.
Yeah.
Sharp.
Help you over there.
For some reason, I gotta play fucking overtime this campaign. Endless attempt to cuck my ass.
No, this fucking... This fight over here in this grease pile is the most realistic depiction of hand-to-hand combat I think we've ever seen in D&D. It's just two people just struggling, just panicking. Yeah, just complete panic, just trying to stab each other.
Before we move to the next turn, random, am I still allowed to roll Rensu Stetter for hitting the attack? Or is it too late?
I'll let you do it. I think it's just whenever you hit, so it doesn't have to be on your turn.
It would be 4 for me and for Kel.
Yes, I give Kel 4, so give yourself 4 temp HP, and then let me
Yeah.
do some thinking here. There's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Parry me. 10 will miss you. Alright, Morrigan, it is your turn.
I still see absolutely nothing. I'm not quite sure if I move down, if I will see Gleam. I'm tempted to hunt her down.
You mean into the mist, or?
How did this thing see me? I was hidden.
1 second.
Did
Oh, anyhow, it would have hit him anyway. It knows a general idea where you are, but it is unable to continue through there. So it's unable to keep walking on top of you. It's kind of the thing in D&D where they go, I'm going up here, and then they can't go by you, and they go, what's here? You know, it's like that thing. Technically, I don't think he would have been able to hit you, but he knows you're there.
Okay.
Because, like, if he can't go on top of your square, right?
Yeah.
Like, he would know you're there.
Actually, he could, because I'm 2 sizes smaller than him.
Alright. Let me see if he notices you then, as he would have kept going to look for you. Let me double check. Alright. Let me go retrace his movement. 5, 10, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Unable to attack you, and then we take the dash action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And he'll end up next to Morgan instead. Alright, it's still your turn, Morgan.
Nani? Having a turn with or without a light elemental in my face is very different.
Briggs brought up a good point, and he drew, you know, he did the opposite of drawing aggro. He said, not my issue.
Hey, Ermi. Fuck.
Oopsie.
How can you do this to me? Oopsie whoopsie! I made a real mistake, and now you have a massive light elemental in your face.
Teehee.
Ooh,
Ooh.
stupid ferret.
My allies are dying. Ooh.
Wow.
I didn't think he was gonna move that far. He kind of boogied over there.
If he has
Let's be
no one else to
real.
hit, he's gonna take the dash action. I don't know.
This is a big beast.
Yeah,
I'm not happy.
There's a large light elemental kind of blinding you in front of you. You are stuck between him, and behind you is just lava.
The disengage action is an option here. I don't know if it's a good one.
Wow, Ermi, great. You make your problem my problem. Fantastic.
If you're feeling brave, you could dash instead and get all the way back behind Kel, but you would take an attack of opportunity.
I just wanted the firebolt gleam again.
Please don't!
Okay. So, technically, this light elemental is the second one she's summoned, and we saw last time that they have an expiry range, right?
The expiry date, yes.
Yeah, they expire at some point. So we don't per se even have to go to 0 hit points on these elementals for at some point for them to just stop. I think last time it was 2 or 3 turns that it stopped existing. So I'm tempted to not even attack it, but avoid it instead.
You do you.
Oh, Heron says someone have a perseverance they use every turn and every time they do an attack. Ah,
Yeah, remember I had one before?
yeah, you're so smart.
And dude, meta-wise, they do use evasion stacks, essentially, which is pretty much at the end of each turn they lose a stack, and they can lose more stacks depending on what abilities they use. It's to balance having a god tier creature that's pretty much stronger than the character summoning them.
All right. I kind of don't want to go back towards the grease party, and the other way to go is go past the light elemental. I'm really between a light elemental and lava. It's great.
Go back to the grease. You look over, you see Kel and Asterius is waving at you, covered in grease. You're like, it's not so bad.
it's bad.
It's real bad. Okay, I have to do something because this isn't going anywhere. I don't want to tank this creature. However, False Life is looking really good for myself right now, just to stay alive and just carry me through it.
You can false life, you can dodge. Like, if you want to hold aggro, you can definitely try where you are.
I'll take the dodge action.
Alright, you start dabbing.
Yes, that's exactly what I do. And then does Rensu's Tether also count as a bonus action in the case I were to use my Counter-Strike?
You already used your Counter-Strike.
Oh, it only gives me one
Yeah.
potential. Okay, so
It stays until you
swipe is
manage
now
to.
gone.
Yeah, it stays until you manage to hit the creature.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Clear.
So it's a
that would have been
preemptive thing.
overpowered
Yeah.
if it stays around me.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially for a
That
first level
tracks.
spell.
Yeah. Cool. Then I use the dodge action and I stay where I am, as to keep this light elemental somewhere that's not on you.
Alright. Asterius, you can't see the light elemental or anything that the suffering Morgan's going through. All you remember is you were just cut through the darkness and there's a big puddle of grease still on the ground.
Yeah, fucking lovely. Let me think. The grease is still there, isn't it?
Yes.
So the moment I run into it, I'm just gonna slip and slide again.
Yeah, I looked into it.
Wait,
It's not,
question. Did
yeah?
Gleam roll concentration
It's
when
not
I
actually a
hit her?
concentration spell, I looked it up.
Man, fucking lame.
It just lasts for a minute.
Spell attacks are with disadvantage into the darkness, right?
Any attacks are a disadvantage if you're attacking something you can't see, yes.
Okay, but I do have like the sound visual, so I'm gonna do a Eldritch Blast.
Alright, just roll it for me and we'll see if you Alright, so that's without disadvantage. And you in an alternate universe you would die like crit if you had advance for 20 hits. So
Can I do the whole pull in thing?
Let me double check it doesn't say something you can see. Yeah, it just says when you hit, so yeah. Do you wish to pull him 10 feet towards you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Will that pull her over the edge? Probably not, right?
Well, for the sake, because he only had one hit point, for the sake of everything, he is over the edge.
Get fucked. Does that take her out?
Ralmus is currently, I mean, as far as you hear, up! And then a couple of seconds of delay, and then a splash noise of, like, very solid liquid moving.
I flip her off into the darkness.
Alright, what else do you wish
That's
to do on
one
your
down,
turn?
boys!
Is that your turn, or do you want to move?
Oh, I can move.
Can't see shit, Cap. I don't know what's happening.
There's grease here, and I don't trust myself.
You don't trust yourself. You only fall if you, end your turn there, or if you're
No,
entering...
enter or end,
Enter,
right?
yeah. And it's difficult
So-
terrain as well.
Yeah, lame. But I've a feeling. Do we know if there are any of them on the south side? We have no clue, do we?
So I believe Gleam is by the
I'll
crossbow
head
on the
south.
north side, and Fofel is, I think, somewhere south of Urmi,
Oh,
based
really?
on where the light elemental come from.
5. Can I jump this random?
Yeah, you can jump in as long as you have the movement to get there.
That was 5 plus 10, 15. I think that's the max I can move then.
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Do I have any suitable bonus action? I don't think so.
You tell me. I think you're out of spell slots.
Yeah. That's it.
You see, the darkness kind of dissipates. You see Nolra kind of hunch over a bit, like panting with like exhaustion as she's unable to maintain this cloud of darkness for longer than a couple of turns. You see there was no Ralmus. There's a Ralmus-shaped hole in the ground. But Other than that, Rama seems to be out of commission. Seeing that she now has to actually fight, we see her immediately go for cover. Unable to see Ermi. I guess she'll attack Kel.
I think we're very close to having it now, if only because we have more people, and it starts to get more and more on our side.
They
Unless
don't
she kills
fuck up
Kel now.
Kel. Ooh.
Keep on, that's only 6. Something happened to the cantrips over with the last update. They're doing 2d10 instead of just 1d10. So Kel 6 damage.
Does that even hit him?
15 should. That's exactly as they say, yes. 1 second, let me go edit this real quick.
My foundry broke. It ain't load.
What do you mean ain't load?
It ain't load.
Have you tried putting it back on and off?
I just did, and it still ain't load, so I'm gonna wait for a minute and then do it again.
Alright. Kel, when Norbrug kind of sends one bolt of fire towards you, you think, oh, that's it. Oh wait, sorry, Kel, you would have half cover, wouldn't you?
Correct, yeah, that's why I stood over
Yeah.
Ignore the fire.
here.
You had 4 temp HP, and you would have been at 25. Okay. So you see the first bolt kind of hit the half cover in front of you, barely missing you, Kel, and you think that's it. But you see a second firebolt come immediately after, as Norbrug seems to be cast them faster than one normally could. That's her turn, though. As she's kind of saying, sorry. It's now your turn.
Oh. There's grease still there, isn't there?
Yes, there is indeed grease on the ground. It will be there until turn 10.
God.
This grease spell is changing something in me. I'm gonna get it the second I can.
It's very good for crowd control.
God, I don't even know where to go.
You have to risk the grease or dab and firebolt from where you are.
I have Firebolt, don't I?
I don't know if you have it, but you have Sacred Flame.
I do have Sacred Flame. Yeah, I have Sacred Flame. I was gonna say, I didn't think I had that. Yeah, I'm gonna Sacred Flame, Gleam.
Alright. Target her and cast it, and I shall make her saving throw. Alright. She manages to dodge it, as you're kind of like using it, from a very strange vantage point, essentially. She's like above you, but you still manage to target her with it. Do you want to use your movement at all?
Nah, I'll stay here.
Ermi, it's your turn.
Army, you can make it up to me by shooting that elemental.
Yeah. Does Gleam have cover currently for me?
No. The downside of being up there is you don't have any half cover, but you have full cover from the front you're facing.
Gotcha. He's gonna like pop out and shoot at
Alright.
her. He's just gonna try to down Gleam right here.
23 hit.
And because he was hit, oh, nice. And that means the grease goes away, right?
It's not concentration. It's there.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I thought it was. All right. Well, he's going to then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and hide, bonus action hide again.
Okay. Both fell. Alright, the light elemental will point at Gleam.
Well, that's its action, I guess.
I'm not angry at that. I hope it doesn't still attack me.
Wow.
Morgan, it is your
Wow.
turn.
Okay. Still have a light elemental in front of me, which is less than great.
Yeah, sorry, to describe it, the light elemental raises a hand, points at Gleam, a beam of healing light bounces from Gleam to Fofel into Nolra, as it kind of brings Gleam back into the fight.
So, from my perspective, does Gleam have cover?
She's currently prone, so any attacks against her would be disadvantaged unless you're melee.
Fair.
Unless you're using Sacred Flame.
That would be very mean, but that would also be very fun.
Or Toll the Dead. Pretty much anything that's not an attack roll would have disadvantage unless it's a melee.
Yeah. Somehow in my mind, I was assuming that prone was advantage, but indeed that's melee.
It's the opposite for ranged attacks, which is why you could take the prone action on your turn and just drop down and kind of start crawling through being shot at by bows.
Can I insight roll this light elemental to see if about its resistances?
You may.
Sensitivity?
It has 2 left.
2 left hands, 2 resistances left?
Sorry, it has 2 perseverance left. You don't know,
Okay.
16 wouldn't know resistances or immunities.
Okay. I can deal with 2 perseverances. I will do my time and roll the dodge action again.
Alright.
And just stand here and dodge the light elemental.
I like to imagine it's just the light elemental hasn't even attacked you yet, it's just standing there menacingly. We just see Morgan kind of doing like a gremlin dodge dance below him. He's not even looking at you.
Absolutely, and so far it hasn't been useful because he still did a heal, but I'm sort of like distracting it, I guess.
Yeah. Asterios, it's your turn.
Hi. 10, 15, 20, 30. Nora's behind half cover, isn't she?
Yes.
Fofel.
Not from your point of view. So you could still attack normally. She would not have half cover from you.
I'm gonna do Fofel though.
Alright.
Eldritch Blast.
Alright, you shoot her while she's in her summoning stance, so disadvantage, but was not needed. Alright. Is that your turn? Any bonus action?
Am I within range of Urmi for Renzu's tether? I should have figured it out sooner. What's the range on that? Does it say range 60 feet?
Should be 60 feet.
Okay, I'll cast Renzu's tether on Urmi.
Alright. Nora will target Morgan, who's dodging. So disadvantage on both of these. 19. 13.
Am I not also behind half cover where I am?
Yes,
that
but
doesn't matter for the 19.
It doesn't matter for the 19, yes. So then the 19 would have still hit you because your AC is 17. But the 10 is a 13. Yeah. That's her turn, and she's kind of cowering there. Kel. The grease calls to you. You look over, you see a mouth form in the grease saying,
I'm just, at this point, would rather look like an idiot than a coward, so I'm gonna go to the grease.
Enter the grease pit of hell. Alright, so 5, 10, 15 on deck save. As you enter. You fall prone. You can stand back up for half your movement, so you would have... You used 15 to get in there. So you could pretty much stand back up, and that's pretty much it. You still have your action, though. If you can see anything you wish to target. Although this is full cover.
Yeah.
I like to think he would just slide slowly down to the other side of the pit.
You can also stand up and then use your action to dash to continue on through the pit.
I think that's what I'm going to do, dash.
Alright, so I'll give you 30 feet more movement. So it's 10 to get there, and then getting out of it, you're fine. So yeah, 15 feet, and then you have 15 more. We see Nora kind of hiding behind the cover of, the wall, as she's like kind of looking through her little tiny tome she has. As we hear, step by step, Kel slowly approaching, she kind of looks to her right, and we see Kel poke his face behind the wall, covered in grease.
Don't you have one more 5 foot of movement?
Yeah,
I thought that was-
you can end
okay.
there if you want. If you want to be in half cover, there you go.
I assume he wants to be in melee of Nora here.
Nora is just like looking at you like a scared like cat, essentially, Kel.
You know, he's gonna like remember the friendly competition and also remember that she did shoot a firebolt at him. So
No mercy!
shocking grasp.
Well, you don't have your action right now, unless you want an action surge.
I do want to action surge.
All right. You just kind of angry from the grease. You push yourself forward through your limits so you can do your shocking grasp, and then you have your bonus action still to potentially attack. All right. 12 does not hit. It says it does, but that's because I forgot to have her active effect for mage armor. And you have your bonus action. 21 hits for 12. So imagine you kind of like do a little shock, and she goes, ah! And she kind of like dodges to the right a bit, but then you kind of bonk her in the head a bit, and she goes, ah! As you kind of like break through her barrier.
Can I use my reaction to use my Orb of Lucis?
You may, yes.
That's what I want to do.
As you not only bonk her in the head, she then sees fire start to come forth from your staff as you kind of troll it around. Like you bonk her in the head, you troll it around, so like you're using like almost like a golf swing with the orb as you kind of bring forth this wave of fire. Thankfully for them, it's only 3 damage because that was a very. He rolled a 1, but let me see. That just does the damage if I remember correctly. You don't even get a save.
At least I got to do something.
As a reminder, for the next time you use it, you can use up to 2 per cast if you so wish. But you have to save before you use it, essentially.
Okay. Gotcha.
And you have 2 more hit dice left.
Yes.
Alright. Is that your turn as you kind of just come over here and start, like, beating Nora up?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Ermi. Uh, 15 to hit. Will hit. As we just see Ermi kind of poke around the wall and just shoots Nora. I don't know how else to put this. He literally just shoots her with pretty much a fantasy gun. As we kind of see her focus on you, Kel, as you're kind of beating her up, you just hear bang, and you get the Aerith cutscene music as she kind of just falls down.
Oh god.
At least I didn't have to do it. Is what Kel was
optics
thinking.
She looks at you. She looks up at you with these frightened eyes as she just feels a gunshot in her back. As she just that's
Fuck
the
me.
last thing.
Yeah, I like I said, Ermi's not too happy about being blind the entire fight. So he shoot, and he's gonna go back in bonus action hide again. Actually, he's gonna go down here in bonus action hide. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Kel, Gleam is now active again. Is on the ballista. She'll turn it towards you, Kel. As a reminder, her attacks have double damage if she hits using this. So it'll deal double the damage that is rolled. So let's see if she hits. 16 does not hit you because I think you have half cover there. It would have only done 4 damage anyhow. She's, this is looking to be the end.
Forfeit is an option for them. They can surrender if they wish.
I gotta see if I can kill
Well,
Morgan
that's a
first.
coward's option out.
Oh, Morgan, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
The dodge option wasn't on my side.
You have advantage because you were dodging, but 18 is enough to not take any damage.
Ha! So you're doing the goblin dodge dance and it's working. Syndication!
You dance Revolution that led Elemental to death as it has used up Ult's preservation and is now gone.
Oh, this feels good. I'm free. I'm gonna move. 5, 10. This jump is 20, correct?
It's 10, yeah.
Yeah,
So 5, 10,
20.
50, 20.
Hello.
Morgan, think about this. We can discuss this.
Uh-huh.
We really, really, really need the win.
God damn.
Alright, you deal 8 damage as you send forth this chill touch of necromancy.
Take that for the grease. It's indeed a ghostly skeletal hand comes out of her hand, and it's not happy. I have 30 movement, so I'm just gonna... Moving to the side does nothing, huh? I might as well stay where
Yeah,
I
I
am
was
and
gonna say,
intimidate her.
there's no cover there. Asteris.
I would like to roll Rensu's Tether as well.
Okay. While she's doing that, Asteris, it's your turn.
Hi.
Kel, you can take 4 temp HP too.
Did we ever figure out how these crossbows things work?
They give you full cover in the direction you're facing, and they cause your cantrips to deal double damage when you attack through them. You just like you do the meme of you start like rubbing your hands together, licking your lips a bit as you kind of look down. You see this device in front of you, start aiming at Fofel.
Lame.
Lame. That would have been 20 damage.
Lame.
Lame.
Oh, whatever.
First time using it. Kel.
That's it.
Alright, awkwardly moves around Nora.
Just like literally like the Dragon Ball Z death pose.
Oh, it says I can't move.
Oh, is it because it didn't go
Are you
to...
shaming my poor Vegeta?
Alright, she's no longer in her summoning stance because her summon is gone, so you start walking up towards Fofel. She looks up at you, and then just raises her hands and says, I give up.
Oh, she's giving up?
Yeah, she's giving up.
Okay, then I won't attack her.
I give up.
If she's officially... Is that how that works? Do I know how that works?
You look around like, can't she do this?
I just don't want to, like, her to be lying.
Finish her!
She seems to be forfeiting. You don't know if there's a rule you can do, but you just know that she's hands up. Like, I give up.
God damn it. Can I roll something to see if I know that that's a rule?
Sure, roll intelligence.
Honestly reasonable to just give up like that.
You didn't read the rule book. You just signed up. You just came in here.
I've read that rule book. Alright, Kel would probably trust her. I don't think he would do it. So he's gonna cast Sacred Flame at Gleam.
We just see Gleam up there looking at Morgan hitting her. She turns back, sees Fofel giving up. She goes, maybe I should give it. For the sake of comedy, I'm gonna say that knocks her down, and the fight is over. It's like, maybe I should give up to... Alright. Round 1 is over. Group C is victorious.
Okay, cool. I didn't just like slap her with shocking grasp as she was surrendering. I would have felt really bad about that.
Yeah, no.
Nice job, kid.
No casualties. We did it.
Easy.
Alright. You see no casualties, and then we
to-
see Ralmus on the illusion fade, and as like the terrain kind of resets a bit, you just see Ralmus just laying there unconscious. He was in this fake lava.
Is he okay?
It's not our problem.
Alright, as the battle wraps up, you'll see some healers pretty much come and take everyone who was wounded out of the battlefield into the nurse's room. Where you guys can also go and get treatment. Now the question is, do you take a... or do you continue? I'll let you guys discuss as a group.
I'm good with the tournament stuff for now.
Yeah, I feel like it would only slow down our actual campaign.
I want to do it eventually, but not right now.
Well, it's an optional thing that's not going anywhere. So it's definitely also really good if you guys are low on members.
Yeah.
You can just come to the tournament.
Let me out.
No. Yeah, I can't let you out if you keep moving, you little rats.
Bring him.
Yeah, we could just plan to do tournament when people are out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun.
You've made it through the first round, and your next round is against a group I've already rolled for, so, you know, we'll see what happens.
Who is it?
I think you guys would know in the bracket. Let me go and make sure I didn't get the wrong one.
Anyway, we need to start thinking of really cheesy group tactics.
Oh yeah.
You will be against Group B, which is Jess's group.
Oh.
Oh, that's a real battle.
Oh, baby.
Oh, get in the
Enemies to
pit. Let's
lovers?
go. Oh,
Oh.
Or enemies to bigger enemies.
What about enemies?
Enemy to nemesis.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, so as you guys kind of come out of the dueling cube, you meet up with your group, and I'll let you guys roleplay a bit as you have just earned your first victory.
I can't believe how long it was all in darkness. Also, Asteria, is that grease? All over you?
Don't talk about it. Just don't.
he has some prestidigitation. There you go, buddy. He was so good.
It takes several casts of prestidigitation to clean up the grease as you're kind of working to make them look presentable.
I'll keep clicking. I'll do it.
Here's a handkerchief.
Is it a handkerchief with like your initials embroidered on it and your house logo?
Is it one of mine? I
Oh,
kept
it has-
handing mine out.
It has initials on it, yes. It's fine, handkerchief.
That was so cool. It was so touch and go, but then Ralmus went out, and from there, you guys just killed it.
Wait, did you see anything?
Nope.
There was little bits we could see, and when it happened, it was exciting. And then the darkness went, and suddenly, it was fantastic.
There are some messages in the group chat where it might feel like we didn't believe in you, but just know that we believed in you the whole time.
Yeah, it's, you know, I think I made a mistake because I almost felt like I heard you like cheer for Team Blonde. I know I'm
Oh,
not Team Blonde.
Yeah, of course you are.
As you're
Looks like
saying,
a
as you're
very
saying
dark
that,
hair.
Lily, you see the other team getting kind of carted into the healer's room behind you, while Phil's kind of walking along casually because she wasn't the only one not down, and she'll give you a wave.
Hey, I'll wave back.
Thanks for cheering for
Well,
us,
actually,
Lily.
do we see them?
Yeah.
I will more go. It was a good game. I hope everyone's all right.
You shake everyone's hand as they walk past. Good game. Good
Yeah,
game.
we
They're
were
unconscious
sports.
as you're unconscious on the
Good.
ground. Yeah. Phil will look and say, "Oh, I think they're fine." You know how the uniform works,
Yeah, we keep
Yeah.
dying on missions too.
huh?
Nothing?
No, we're not-
No, we don't.
We're real
No,
good
we
at
never died.
excursions.
Nothing ever went wrong.
All right. And I'll put
When
them
you
in the-
shot Nolra, my heart stopped. It was so dramatic.
You shot Nora?
It was so good.
Oh, yeah,
what
she
you
had it coming.
say?
She's so small and so sweet. I'm gonna go help
Yeah,
the
so
healer.
that's why it's such a good shot. It was a tiny target.
It was so cool. I
Alright.
love this tournament. Can we just come watch every weekend? This
Is
is
there-
so fun.
So, how is the reward distribution? Is that not just for passing the first round?
It's first place gets 3 prize points, second place gets 2, third place gets 1.
Right, okay. So we need to continue this tournament. Down the line, we can get some sick rewards.
Exactly. All the rewards from the tournament are attunement-based items. So it's a good if you don't find an item you want to attune to, you can definitely shop around.
Oh.
Alright, but as the tournament comes to an end for this weekend, you guys still have your weekend map events. But I'll check in on Lily real quick. So Lily, as you're in the infirmary, you just, you're looking around, is it dark in there? Or I need to put lights, don't I?
It is. Hey, there she is. You okay?
You just see Nora kind of bandaged up, and she's, she has a little tiny like bruise where she the kind of impact from behind hit her back.
He shot you in the back.
She's not even conscious right now. She's still unconscious for an hour. She's just lying there. Just, like,
Army's just gonna kind of look and be like, "Was that a problem?"
What? No. I mean, if you don't shoot someone without any mercy, then you lose this game.
It just feels really mean, and I'm just gonna like go around everyone and just tap them with healing spells. Just
He's gonna like grin and be like, "It was really mean. That was the point."
With like
Also, I am so happy Asterius shot Gleam. Or was it Asterius that shot Gleam? Who shot Gleam? Was it Ermi?
You shot Gleam.
Well, someone else did too.
I think I did at one point. I shot her one.
Yeah. I mean, that grease spell, we had to get her back for that grease spell. Also, I should learn grease. That looked like a horrible situation there. Maybe I can get some bottles of cooking oil to bring to like situations with me to just be a menace.
you need spell casting when you can just
Is
bring
the grease
actual
gone
to a
when?
floor.
Yeah, is the grease completely gone now? Or is
Yeah.
Okay.
Magical effects don't linger for more than their cast, but the cast had already happened. Because it's not
Is it-
concentration.
Is it like magical grease, or will Asterius like tomorrow still find like grease between his toes or something?
It's magical grease.
Oh, thank
You're
God.
fine. Alright.
You will, independently of that, still find grease between your toes, but
I healed them. You're welcome.
What?
I like that you didn't heal your own team.
You guys, you want healed? I can do that.
Healer will just kind of shake her head as in like, you definitely should not have done the healing. But, won't say anything out loud.
There's like a level 15 healer just chilling there while this level 1 is
Just
doing
slamming
whatever.
people.
Just casually casting a prayer of healing while like lounging in on the chair.
I give her a peace sign, and I'm gonna leave. Oh, I already left stack leaflets in here. I'm sure she still has them. That's fine.
Alright. Let me move you back to the weekend map.
I forgot what I needed to do over the weekend.
We all have like study plans.
I think I had to go to Goblin Gaines to meet Oldie.
So yeah, you guys can meet with your group members if you want. You can also pass this week just doing like whatever you want. You don't have to meet with them. It's like if you want to do an in-character event with them, essentially.
What is the first roll for learning spells?
It's intelligence. Sorry, let me double check. I'm pretty sure it's con based. Let me double check my notes. It's been a while. You guys are the ones who roll it often, but I have it.
Yeah, I
in my
remember
notes.
con's the second one, and your modifier's the third one. First one was intelligence.
Or maybe intelligence first. Yeah, I thought intelligence was last, but no, you're right. Intelligence first, con second, then spellcast.
Who was I? Fuck. Who was I doing my courses with? I think I was doing it with Lorphine and my girl Rizzler.
The Rizzler escaped from Arkham. Fuck. Oh.
If I wanted to re-roll to get prestidigitation, do I have to go up the learning towers?
Yeah, learning towers lets you keep progressing towards an old one you have not learned. As for your partners, I have it for your abjuration course, but for conjuring, I can go check the map real quick for you. Let me go do that. So for conjuration, for the familiars, it is Fang and Dahlia, Lily and Delana.
Yeah.
Then it is Asterius and Lorphin. And then it's Morgan and Aaron, Ermi, and Frida. And then Kel and Jamie are together. And then Hernan is with Miris.
Can we like I was gonna visit Lorphine in their like base at some point. She isn't fucking distracted there constantly. Can we just patch that into like a canon event?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be this weekend either. You guys may probably be going there anyway if you want to talk to Aaron and the others about what you have witnessed in investigation, so we can also do that there too.
Cool.
For now, yes, so mechanically, what's everyone doing this weekend? We have Asterius, you want temp HP for the next week?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, do we have like excursions lined up or anything?
Excursion at the end of the month.
At the end of the month. That's not for another couple of weeks then.
Yeah, you're on the first week of the month, and there's 4 in a month.
Oh.
You may want to hold off on that for now.
Yeah. But then, what's even worth doing? Like, I have like 0 out of 0 on shield. What's the first stat check again?
Intel.
Intel? Let's go.
You can also use your advantage on any of the dice rolls for like learning, the ones you got from free roam. So if you still have those, you can use them on your first roll if you needed to.
Do we need to say we're going to use them first?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Dolly, where do you want to go?
I mean, do I want a special cutscene with Rick? Kind of, but I also want to do well in school, so I want to. I guess I'll do my schooling.
You're giving up the Persona cutscene to go for the stat gain. I see. Alright, you all kind of roll on into the cafe for the most part, where you see familiar faces, all enjoying a nice cup of hot chocolate, discussing the dueling cube. Some of them will come up and say that was a good fight, mainly Brosil and Fang. They speak to Jeremiah. And they're like Brosil's like to Jeremiah, he just goes, man, ever since you started working out, like, your team is just doing good. You think you'll be in there too?
Yeah, it's just, I've already done so much lately. I'm just on a rest week right now,
Oh, gotcha, yeah.
It's all calisthenics at the minute.
Hey, why aren't you in Goblin Games at the minute?
Look, I need the id boost, alright? I can lift some books.
Alright. Everyone in Pat Cafe, remember that you have a bonus to your intelligence checks as a D4. Morrigan and Lily, are you two learning an old spell?
Yes, please.
Alright, which one are you learning, Lily?
I need to make the Constitution roll for prestidigitation.
Alright, go for it. DC 10.
Wait, were there any old spells that I didn't learn yet? I think I have them all right.
You tell me, Chief. You have Firebolt, you have Sacred Flame, you have Guidance, you have Prestidigitation, you have Risen. Yeah, you have all of them, I think. That's a pass, Lily. You now have 2 out of 3 progress. Morgan, what spell are you learning?
So, I'm not a coward. I am here for roleplay reasons. I know every spell because I do really good in school. Duh. And I am here learning more about familiars and conjuration with Aaron.
Alright, well, tune on into the Learning Towers. It's a massive tower of pretty much just nooks and crannies for studying, like study nooks everywhere. It's very cozy. There are couches, there are chairs with like cushions. You can lounge while you read, but most people prefer to stay, sit upright and like kind of read at tables. That's where we see Aaron and Morgan as they are learning about familiars. You see Aaron is just looking through the books really quickly, nodding to herself. And out of the blue, as you're kind of like going over notes, she'll just say, so what spirit do you think you're going to summon?
Morgan looks up. Oh, you mean like type of spirit?
Yeah. It says here that we can conjure forth a fae, a fiend, a celestial, potentially even a beast spirit.
People often assume from my general appearance that I like darker things and I would like a fiend, but I don't know. I think they are really cute. I like sweet, cute things. Bestials are also really cool. What do you think?
Probably go celestial myself. Just gives off a more relaxing vibe.
I can see that. Yeah. I feel like often familiars. Isn't there this thing that they choose their owner rather than the owner choosing them?
Yes, but you can make a preference at least,
Yeah. I try to keep my expectations, I try to not expect anything, because I worry that I get disappointed, and that's... Although, if it's right, no one would ever be disappointed, right?
Well, you can also... It says here you can influence what you conjure forth based on the focus you're using.
Oh, really? She looks at whatever Aaron is pointing at.
Do you have anything that you use as a focus?
I use, well, she takes a cat skull out of her bag. This thing.
She blinks, decides better if to say anything again about it, and then kind of nods and says, well, if you use it, I guess you probably have a cat or something, right?
Oh, that would be really cute. Yeah, that's very smart. Yeah. What do you use for a focus?
Not sure yet. And the conversation would kind of go back and forth like this as you're kind of looking at the finer details of the notes and theory crafting about what you're gonna summon.
Besties. Study besties.
Alright.
Nerd.
At the end of the week, weekend more so, you all can make your checks. So, let's start with Jeremiah. Can you make me 3 intelligence checks? I guess we'll go shield, false cape, and then find familiar. So I'll write that order in chat.
Okay, and I need to decide on my use of inspiration before I roll.
Correct.
Probably not worth it then.
I mean, it's up to you. You can easily get it back.
How long does it last for?
It lasts until you use it, so you can literally get it back from free roam.
But like, I think when we're doing like attacks and stuff, we can roll it after, can't we?
Let me double check.
I thought you shifted it. No, okay. So I'd still rather save it for something. So, okay. Is that sufficient?
That is sufficient. DC is 11 because it's a first level spell.
Cool. And I'm going to use that bonus D4.
Alright. So I think Inspiration in 2024 is you don't roll with advantage, but it allows you to re-roll. So I guess it is something you could do after. Also, that's another.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was because I thought we did it recently where you shifted it or something, and that might be what I was thinking of. But yeah, that's sufficient now, isn't it? With the D4
yes,
from the study.
Exactly. That's specifically exactly what you needed. Do you wish to use your inspiration on that?
Yeah. So that's this.
There you go. 22.
Nice.
All right, you are 1 out of 3 for all 3 of them now.
Okay, so that's false cape,
shield, false cape, and find familiar. Ermi. Intelligence checks. I don't think Ermi's here. Kel. Intelligence checks.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah. We'll still do Kel first. Alright, roll me a d4, Kel, because you could still get 11. Alright, do you wish to use your, do you have inspiration? You do. Do you wish to use it on re-rolling that?
Yeah, I'll just
Alright.
use it.
So roll me another intelligence check.
Goddamn.
Oof. Alright, moving on to... From
have
shield to false cape. So another intelligence check. Alright, you got false cape 1 step. Okay, and then find familiar. Alright, you got find familiar gone too, so only shield you're behind on.
Alrighty.
Ermi, let's go back to you. Roll me shield. Which would be intelligence check.
Yeah, I'm trying to click the button.
Click the button.
Pull the lever.
Pull the lever. Okay, that's good. False cape. Alright, and find familiar. Alright. You do not have inspiration, so you are...
Am I lucky that?
I do not allow lucky on these rolls.
Gotcha.
At least I don't think I do. No, I don't. You can lucky loot drops once, you can't lucky academy. Yeah. Alright, Hernan.
Okay, I only need 2 things: shield and find familiar.
Okay, so let's do the first one, shield. Right? And find familiar. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm good.
So what's it like being, really good at school?
By the way, didn't we decide that you get advantage if you roll a nat 20 on your studies?
I think on the next check you did, but you already got a 20 on it, so I think you're fine.
Yeah.
I don't think you need it.
Just a reminder.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a reminder.
Do you give the advantage to someone else as
No.
charity?
No,
or-
you think Hernan would do that? Hernan's gonna be selfish as hell. He's
yeah.
like, this is me,
So
I'm
true.
smart.
He'd give it to Asterius, I'm sure.
Yeah. But anyhow, Dahlia.
I'm on it. Okay. Cool.
Kel is a shield himself. Yeah, so speaking of shield, alright, add a D4.
I gotta press extra buttons now. You kidding me?
Yeah, /R 1D4, you need 2 or higher. So you have a 75% chance. There you go. You have shield 1 out of 3.
Okay.
False cape. Ooh. 50% chance, roll D4.
Ah. 1d4.
Alright, so no false cape this week unless you do
Can
have
I use my
inspiration.
inspiration?
Yeah, do you wish to use
Let's
it?
do it.
Alright.
I
Reroll.
clicked it.
Intelligence. Alright. And then
Okay.
find familiar.
Ooh,
Roll a
I'm sorry,
D4.
gang. Fighting for my life, yeah, gang.
Sadly, 10 is just below the DC. It's 11
Wait.
for first level spells.
Can we guidance her?
She can
Oh.
guidance. Yeah, you can be guidanced. Guidance is the one. The guidance is the thing I allow once per check. I don't allow the lucky, but I do allow guidance. So
Okay.
you can add another D4. All right. While you're kind of throughout the week as you're learning these spells, you're kind of reviewing things at the Pat Cafe. And you're kind of struggling a bit, and then as you are studying, maybe Hernan, who is obviously the hot 200 IQ kid here, he may give you, if he so deems, a tip.
The slightest tip in the most.
So-
Thank you.
But
Brutus.
the fee is a hot cup of coffee or chocolate.
Because I rolled a nat 1, I'm assuming it's just not possible for me to both get an intelligence roll bonus and a guidance bonus to hit 11, right?
You would need to get what, like 4? I'll let you try.
It's possible. What is it? Just
Roll me 2d4. 7 plus 5. You can't nat 1. You can't critically fail intelligence any ability check. So I shall give that to you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
describe to me what about the hot cup of coffee or chocolate that you had here, plus guidance from your nearby teammates, what has happened here?
I'm totally watching Hernan gives Dahlia advice, and I'm just like, oh. I'm cheating.
You're copying the notes, like, oh, I see, yes. You're like lapping up the hot chocolate, like.
Yeah, no, I'm being a little rat and just copying the notes.
All
You
right.
see how easy this is, Dahlia.
I get it. Thank you. Wow.
The next table over, Asterius, as you're kind of relaxing, maybe by your lonesome, drinking your hot chocolate. You got make your checks now. So let's see. Shield.
Just straight int, right?
Yes. All right, you would pass because of the coffee, anyhow. Let's go to false cape. All right, and then find familiar. Oh, well, you would pass with guidance and the coffee because that's 1-1 at the minimum. Okay,
Easy.
moving on to Morrigan.
Yes.
Let us have their shields roll. All right, let us have false cape, and let us have find familiar. All right, you're good. Just two big brain.
Nice.
Lily, you're the last one. I need your shield roll.
I was going for magic missile instead of shield. Is that right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I'm sorry. Shield or magic missile is whichever one you're learning.
Yeah, cool. Fucked it.
Well, I mean, if Ermi can get it from a 1, well, he had a 5 technically. 4 plus 4, 8. If you get a guidance roll, and you don't have the coffee roll. Never mind, you're screwed.
Why don't I have coffee?
You didn't go to the cafe. I don't know what to tell you. Anyhow, okay, so no magic missile this week. False cape.
Guidance.
Yeah, you can guidance it. You need 2 or higher. So 75% chance.
Oh, fuck it. Hang on. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right. False cape is progressed, and then find familiar.
Oh my god. I want a familiar so bad.
All right. No progress for you towards that this week.
Are we sure Gek and Oldie can't give me advantage because they're my best friends?
You think they're the study? They're here to mess around with Mist. As you're kind of studying, you just kind of... You're scratching your head, you're unable to figure things out. You look up, you see Crest kind of sitting there, doing the L from Death Note sitting pose.
No, I forgot about Crest.
Oh no. What does Crest say? Please tell us.
Hi, Crest.
Give them the left next time, the left!
The left what?
Don't elaborate. Just the left.
just the left.
Okay. And she's just too unnerved to study properly.
Ta-ta! And then he'll walk away.
Always nice talking to you, Crest.
Meanwhile, Morgan and Aaron had a top-tier study session with only like 15 minutes of brief chatting in between.
I come and sit with you.
We ignore you.
No!
Nice.
All around me are familiar
Studying.
faces. Alright.
I just want to learn find familiar.
Uno momento, por favor.
I don't speak French. Sorry.
How could you struggle against this? This is so easy.
School's hard, guys.
Alright, Kel. Oh, sorry, not Kel. Morgan.
No.
Give the man a mission. Be nice.
Maybe soon. But Morgan.
Yeah.
As you relax in your dorm room, Dahlia, kind of maybe as you're coming back from the weekend events, you find yourself suddenly unable to remember your words. They suddenly feel different, wrong, as if you had been speaking a foreign language your entire life. Dahlia's words that you were understanding suddenly feel sour, alien to your ears as she talks to you. It lasts for only a moment, but a brief period of time... it lasts only for a moment. A brief period of time where you could tell the emotions and meanings behind her words, but you're utterly unable to comprehend them as you normally would. And then it stops.
Weet je, dat is een gevoel dat ik heel goed begrijp.
The words come back to you. That's how they sound to you. So
I
yeah.
was the only one who caught that, sis. If you're gonna
Exactly.
talk in Dutch. Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, that's so pretty much Dahlia was talking normally, and then you were unable to understand her for a couple minutes, and everyone else in the room didn't notice her talking weird. So you're kind of sure it was on your end.
So Morgan just looks at Dahlia and just assumes it's just spaced out, shrugs, whatever.
So what do you think? Am I reading it right?
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Yet another week of no discussing what's going on. Moving forward, before your next school week, guys gotta have a little discussion.
I like the horror movie aspect that something is clearly going wrong for every single one of us, but we're just like, whatever.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? I'm fine.
Yeah, nothing's going wrong.
Yeah.
Everything is wonderful, guys.
So what have we had so far? A bunch of people have felt sad. I forgot music and you forgot language.
Well, no, I didn't understand what Dahlia was saying, so I think the problem was with Morgan, but not with Dahlia.
Yeah.
You can understand the meaning and emotions behind her words, but the words didn't make sense.
Yeah. Because
So
for me, I was
Dahlia
biggest-
just got a depressive episode, and that's very
Yeah.
normal.
Hey, everybody's fine.
Don't jinx yourself like that. Jam will
Oh,
get
why are
you.
we here?
Early in the
Oh.
morning, before
Oh,
your
no.
sessions yet again, your class sessions, you're
Oh.
called to yet another meeting hall to discuss, according to the tablet message, health concerns.
Excuse me.
The mutations.
As you enter the hall, you see a couple familiar faces. They're your teachers. You see your necromancy teacher, Duskvale, kind of like sitting in a chair, like half awake. You see your teacher, Wusatos Marceau, your botany teacher, standing on a stool and waving at you all as you enter, bright and bushy-eyed despite it being very early in the morning. You see the healer, or C, more so, kind of lounging there, going over something on her own tablet and documentation. And then you see Verdon, who's kind of just waiting for you all to kind of enter the room, and he'll nod as you make your way over.
What's the setting? Are we like called in, or is this a regular class?
This is like where you guys have met before for like debriefing when you had that last issue from your last mission.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Verdon will just look at you all and say, "Yeah, take a seat." Yeah, any seat really. This shouldn't be too long.
I'd like
Are
to
we
wave
in
at my botany
trouble?
teacher. I like him the best.
You can sit near him. But as you kind of say, "Are you in trouble, Lily?" You kind of see Vernon shake his head. No, this is about your last mission and everything that you told us happened. And as you all sit, he'll take the lead of the mission, of the discussion. Based on your reports, we have reviewed things from the Magnus Order and investigated the site of the battle. There are no signs of any disturbance, other than a potentially lessened area of ether in the area. There's no strange growths, no strange plants life. So we cannot verify your claims of this spear that you fought.
Inside check!
You may even roll insight.
I like raise my hand up and I wait to see if
I
I'm
don't know.
Yeah, Verdon will glance at Lily and nod. For like those.
I took a sample of one of the weird little plants. I was going to show it to our teacher at the next botany class, but if he's here, you can have it.
Alright, as you go to look for your plant sample, there's nothing inside.
So I definitely had one, is the thing, and now it's empty, but like, it was in this jar, so I don't know if you can do magic on the jar to see what was in it, and I just give him an empty jar.
I imagine you're giving it to Duxvale, who's near you, and she'll kind of wake up a bit,
Yeah.
look at it, jiggle a bit to see if there's anything in there that she can't see, and then she'll pass it down the line to Wusatos, who's like kind of...
Are we just going mad?
We might. No, because, well, so I'll look at Verdon and say, did the other groups say that they had weird things happening as well? Because I know we're not the only ones who had to deal with a bone golem.
We have verified that there were issues with some of this, the undead at different sites, but not every site. However, there's no claims as to if these were true or not, as there are no examples left over. We are taking these claims seriously, but there is no evidence at current to support anything being said.
Army is going to speak up here and say, I think considering this as only an undead thing is strange. This happened to us as well when we've dealt with the Stormhound. That's what it's called, right?
The Stormhound, yes, but Verdon will say, we are not only considering this as an undead thing, but from your current mission, there is no evidence that anything had happened. Other than the fact that some skeletons were slightly stronger in some reports, there's no evidence of these remains or anything that could have supported the claims. We are considering as a case with the other thing, but again, the site where you fought the Stormhound had no remains and no signs of anything going wrong at the actual site.
Army's gonna kind of look around at the rest of the party.
We did all see the same thing, right? We talked about it afterwards. We were honestly injured, and the other students saw the Stormhound too. So, sorry, I'm just wondering, like, I'm just questioning my own sanity.
We do not doubt that there was a Stormhound. However, all these claims of these strange happenings, other than that, there's nothing to back it up.
Would Jeremiah know of any kind of like magical logger or recording device that we might be able to like take with us and request?
There's no like video camera, and everything that records, as you know, is based off ether readings.
Ermi is going to speak up and say one thing that both have had in common is during the tail end of whatever events have happened that caused, and he's going to point directly at one of the mutations from our team, this
Rude.
stuff. And previously our cores being unlocked early was a complete absence of Aether in entirety in the area. Mutations in the absence of Aether is definitely concerning.
We'll get to the mutation discussion in a moment, which is why all these other teachers are here with us. As for the lack of Aether, we have detected that, but we have nothing to go off of for a long-term investigation. We are looking into it though still, but it's not a priority for the Academy. As for your health concerns, Healer C has indicated, as well as from the reports from your suits, that these are not the result of a curse or magical growth. These are more likely internal growths that were to happen during puberty or later on in your lives that happened earlier than expected, potentially due to the stress of combat. There's no other way to logically reason it, because it is not related to a spell or magical aftermath.
Irmy's gonna like cock his head to the side. Irmy's gonna cock his head to the side and be like, Are you being willfully ignorant?
Verdon will sigh and look at Irmy and say, we are currently saying the facts of what we understand about the situation.
Am I a Aarakocra? Did no one tell me?
You could have had Azamar or Akakokra bloodlines and blood in your bloodline, which was activated ahead of time than it should have been.
I'm gonna be in so much trouble.
So all 8 of us unlocked our cores early due to an event in the absence of Aether.
That is what your reports indicate. It could be from stress. It could have been from some sort of biometric or biology-related thing happening in your bloodlines. All I can say right now, and the Academy can say, is that these are not harmful to you. They may even be beneficial to you, but they are not caused by magic.
Wait, but I kind of assumed that events like this and the excursions was to help us with this stress to unlock our core? To actually,
Indeed.
give us real experience?
It was to give you real experience, and, it happens to other students. There have been cases of students that have gone through puberty faster in terms of their bloodline activating due to stress. There have been people who have used combat to activate their cores faster. All that has happened to you is within the norms in that regard.
Irmy's gonna look at everyone and say, do we tell them about the shared dream?
I mean,
Yeah.
Fucking we might as well at this point.
Me and I guess Jeremiah insight, see whether he believes what he's telling us.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell.
Does Morrigan still have the thing of black goo that I gave her? Could we show them that?
They have confirmed that you had the goo. Nothing came out of the research of it yet.
Okay. Oh,
It's
right.
not going to happen over a couple of months. But there's no, sign. You didn't have any really cadavers remaining. You didn't have, the actual bodies to bring back. And to be fair, they decayed quickly. Okay, Lucky, you're using Lucky on that?
But we did take multiple different diagrams of them, from the dissections of the wolves and all.
You can tell, or you think Hernan, based on how he's talking, what he talked to you about before, it's not like he doubts you, but there's literally no evidence from their readers or their tools. You get the feeling that can back up your claims.
Is there no magic that could maybe bring forth some of our memories, or
If you bring that up, Rusitos, who's standing near you, will kind of stand in front of your desk, but you can't really see him, so he's on his tippy toes, and he'll say, "Why, indeed, we could use magic for divination, such as those like Zone of Truth, but we do not doubt you of being truthful. We are doubting the actual visions or images you have witnessed. It could have been due to hysteria or other effects. It could have been something in the area, such as a plant. That is what we're looking into for that. But as the moment, as Supervisor Verdon has said, there's no hard evidence of the claims. We do not doubt you students, but we do not think that what has happened is anything for alarm. If these growths had been harmful to you, that would be a different case, but as far as science and magic can detect, the growths and changes within their bodies is completely natural.
Completely
Okay.
natural, Dahlia.
Dahlia has a third eye. What's that about?
She may have ancient Cyclops blood within her veins.
And I just have one eye. What do you mean? That's not what that means.
This is actually a very beneficial thing. Cyclopses and giant blood has been declining for ages. The fact that you have such a potent change means that you may be able to attune better if there are technology and devices left behind.
If I need glasses, I'm fucked.
Ermi's gonna kind of speak up and be like, I feel like the excuse of us all having ancient blood all at once, or at least the ones that mutated, is a bit of a cop-out.
What does Morrigan have? I have so many more questions now.
She could have changeling blood.
Is this just a weird way of calling me autistic?
Army's also gonna, at this point, gonna bring up, aside from the strange mutations and shared experiences and our early core unlocks and the black goop upon waking up when we unlocked our core, yes, it was awful. We have all had a shared dream twice now. At the exact same time, of the exact same style. And it has been after each of these experiences.
You'll just see kind of Verdon shrug and say, that may not have anything to do with your claims as well, though. The realm of dreams is one of strangeness. It could be the very gods themselves trying to speak to you. A shared dream is not something for concern necessarily.
Maybe
No, but I feel like I feel like any of these individual things are not reason for concern, but the continued every single thing added together does create something of some sort of, like, I would like the Academy to look further into what's going on, even without evidence.
Verdon will kind of scratch his beard a bit and shrug and say, the Academy is looking into what's going on, but it's not a high concern given that there's nothing to really back up the claims or look into.
So, or I guess we should say when this happens again, what should we do? Should we just...
If it happens again, submit any evidence you have and give me a finely detailed report of each of your experiences, and I will add it to the pile for the investigation. But given how, like I said, there's nothing to go off of for any investigation, at least not easily found, it will take time. The reason for this debriefing, in a sense, was to calm you for any worries that you may have based on these growths and changes that have occurred within you. Which is why Healers say Duskvale and Usatos is here. They may be unique and different, but they are not harmful to you and will not cause any significant change in your day-to-day life.
Can Ermi internally, like, inspect that weird, like, crackling or whatever, static almost, like, currently? Is there a way to, like, explain that? I don't think so, right?
There's not a word for it.
Yeah.
But yeah. TLDR, he's just saying, you guys are healthy, these changes are weird, but the Academy can't fix it or change it because there's nothing really to change or fix.
We're just worried because it's happened twice now.
It's just hilarious that I'm imagining, like, doctors, coming in and someone's got, like, a child has come in for, like, a massive facial scar or something like that and being like, well, it's not hurting you, it's fine.
Yeah, you have to imagine you're in a magical setting where people can awaken bloodlines literally on the dot and have whole changes in their whole biology.
Like, people can also get, in our real world, like, physically disfigured and purely cosmetically, and if kids get disfigured, they normally just say, oh yeah, no, it's just completely fine, you can just ignore it, particularly in, like,
it's a bit,
world with magical, like...
It's also a little bit different in a world of all these different races and stuff. They're like, if you want to change it, you could get illusion magic, you could get a surgery, but the Academy's not going to pay for it, there's no need to, it's just part of your body.
but it seems like they're clearly just trying to dodge lawsuits right now.
I mean,
like...
what do you blame them? What do you think they're having a meeting for? They don't want to get sued.
I'm suing the hell out
I know.
of
To be fair, this is supposed to be the pinnacle of like magic and questioning and like problem solving, and they don't want to solve the fucking problem.
They don't have anything to solve.
They don't have anything to solve. They have no evidence and nothing to go off of. They're looking into it.
They need to have one of the supervisors just follow us on an expedition next time.
Yeah, Vernon, can you come next time? I think we need an adult.
I'll be supervising it with the Aether readings as normal, but if I were to come with you on a mission, you would not get graded, and therefore it would just be a null and void.
Could you, like, scry on us or something at least, so you believe us next time?
We do scry on you, and nothing was out of the ordinary from what we saw.
Did you see us fight the bone golem? What did you see?
It was, as we said, an etherically less filled area, which did mess with scrying, but there was no signs of anything supernatural or different going on.
But did you see the bone golem?
I did not see the bone golem.
Does my hat of disguise, can I make myself look like a me-sized
Can I make
golem?
myself look like a bone golem?
This is a genuine question.
You can change your appearance and height within a couple inches, or a couple, like, a foot up or down.
Yeah.
You can make yourself look like a bone golem, but they're not.
Yeah.
You can make yourself look like anything you want. So, like, as you change.
So, you're telling me that you've missed both the Stormhound fight where we blew its head off and it continued to fight with some sort of weird tentacles, and the giant orb bone golem that ended up inducing magical changes within us. I feel like something fishy is going on there, that you've missed both of those when you're able to, normally see these things.
Scrying is a powerful spell. I do not use it at every moment during a mission. But the times I did not see any signs of these creatures or claims you are saying.
So next time, could you watch all of the time?
I feel like we're setting this up to be like next time we go out, nothing's going to happen. And then...
So out of character, scrying's a 5th level spell.
Yeah. Look.
It's also expensive to cast. He's not going to cast it every second of your mission.
Then he's gonna get sued.
It costs 1,000 gold each cast.
I'm telling my parents about this.
Wait, was it? I thought that was not consumed, the crystal ball.
I am sure
sure,
the
but
Academy has some sort of device or magic item that they use to watch the students.
They have. They told you already that they record things from your uniform readings, but like I've said out of character, everything here is etheric based, like in their readings and stuff. All they can tell you is that there was some like decline in the etheric area around you, but it's not like it's video recording. They're not recording like video footage of you guys from cameras.
Do you remember in class when you had to listen to other students try to argue with teachers and it just being a bit annoying?
Yeah.
That's what Asterius is going through right now.
Morgan puts up her hand.
Yes, Morgan.
Did things like this happen to other students? I'm finding it a bit difficult with my friends' responses, and I feel very self-conscious. Is there like a book or like some notes that what other people did when they suddenly had some sort of like magical change?
There are reports, obviously, throughout the countless years the Academy has been open, that students have awakened from their bloodlines and had changes. As for your specific change, I do not know. I don't read those tomes every day, but you can go and look that up. But to answer your general question, yes, students have gone through changes like this, and depending on how it makes you look, it will change how others will look at you initially, because it is a sudden change. If this change is something you are ashamed of, which I don't necessarily think you should be, you could look into getting illusion magic permanently cast. You can also look into getting changes done to get rid of it. Okay, but like I said, this is something that is naturally part of you. It should not be something you should be ashamed of.
And it looks great.
Okay.
Hermie's gonna ask one last question, and it's gonna be, Does anyone know where we can get information about aether voids, absences of aether, things that steal aether from an area, or otherwise remove it from a location? Rumors, history, anything. I'm going to be researching this in the library as well.
Vernon, there's no need to worry about that. I'm already on that. Those books are far and rare low. They have to be imported. I'm waiting on them to arrive.
He's going to nod.
But to answer your question, I and the Academy will continue to investigate the claims. We just want you to know that everything here is safe, you're not in danger. If you do wish to get rid of any of these changes that have happened to your body, even though I do not think you need to or should worry about it, we can address that at a different time. For now, I think you should get used to it, and to potentially research your own family bloodlines, see if there's anything dating back that is related to that. If you have any historical texts from your families, or any perhaps by song or word of like your heritage.
I'm pretty sure one of my parents is autistic, so I guess that's where the changeling blood comes from.
I'm like already writing a letter to my parents because I feel like I've been taking notes this whole time, so I'm just telling them exactly what Verdon's been telling us.
Yeah. Alright, if you have any health concerns at a later date, the healer will obviously be in her office, willing and ready to receive you. Duskvale and Visitos will also keep researching the things that you have described in their respective schools of magic, such as the skeletons, differences, and any botany related from these plants you say were there. But for now, all we can tell you from the Academy's point of view is that we are looking into it.
Thank you.
If are there any future developments, do not hesitate to report it, especially to me, especially if it's, detrimental to your health. Alright, and on that unless there's any more questions, he'll convene with the other teachers to, discuss things. And you're free to leave.
As we kind of go, I think I'd talk to the others and just be like, so clearly we just need to look into this ourselves, right?
Yeah, I feel worse for that meeting. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. They just seem like they're just interested in trying to make it not their fault rather than help us in any way.
I think my parents are going to be real mad. So I'll write them a letter and let them know what's happened, and they might know something. Because I'm human. I'm very human. There's nothing different about us.
Bloodlines are very diverse. There's a very good chance that... Well, there is the idea that you're 100% one thing is very... it agrees with some nationalist tendencies, and I don't want you to go down the alt-right pipeline.
Just because I live in a community that's mostly humans, it doesn't mean that I have a problem with other creatures.
Oh god. Alright, as you all kind of leave the room and start going to your daily classes.
We did not go to class.
You have class. You guys are just immediately going in there. Let me pause here for a second.
So we don't keep escaping class.
Yeah. So out of character, yeah, they what you got from the insight check, Hernan and all that is that Verdon, he trusts that you saw what you saw, but he has literally nothing evidence-wise to back it up. Like the things you have brought are from different cases. So he's trying to build a case to kind of look into it more, but currently he does not seem to have any idea what's going on for you. All he can tell you is that, Morgan, Lily, Dahlia, Kel with his tongue, and Jeremiah, these are all just innate features that are now awakened, finally.
Yeah, these were induced by an aether vacuum from us grabbing a power that is beyond our world's magic. With something weird's going on.
It's very convenient that all of these things just happen to be things that would have happened anyway, so therefore the school is completely not culpable.
Oh, don't you worry, I'm suing the school.
If you want physical therapy, they can point you in the direction of one, but they won't pay for it.
We're not playing D&D
Yeah.
anymore. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, and we're slowly changing.
Well, thank God
I
we
think-
That would be
7-1.
really funny if random sort of really tricks us on the genre of the game we're playing, and we think we're just playing like a cute high school game, and then he's saying like, "Psych, this was a horror all along."
Don't
You've
you
been the
ducky ducky us.
At some point between classes or like after classes today, I'll try and like find a time to talk to my fellow muties.
All right, well, I'll set you up in that room. Give me a second. We'll have a quick talk.
Alright,
No.
Team Mutant.
Oh, sorry.
let's
Oh,
go.
wait, only the mutants, or do you want your whole team?
Just
Don't
the
worry.
mutants.
Just
Yeah.
to mute.
Oh, okay,
Leave
then.
me out of this.
Let me kick out. Hernan.
I mean, I'm fine with them being in the chat, but it's just like
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put him in the
Yeah.
corner of the room though.
okay.
Nobody put baby in the corner.
Get in your normal
Your
corner.
baby?
Oh, should we call you baby?
Is
Is that what
is
you
your own
want?
baby?
I think it was a quote. Anyhow, here's the first annual meeting of the Mutants United.
Yay.
I'll make
I
Gus
just-
bracelets and badges.
But
Yes, please.
Lily cannot be both a mutant and an anti-mutant.
Mutant!
That's called self-hate.
Oh,
You're
right,
a
Lily.
self-hating mutant.
It's a problem.
No. What?
Proud wife
yeah.
Lily. Trying to get people into Mormonism.
No, listen, it's just a commune where everyone provides for each other and we don't need the capitalist government. I don't know what about that is so upsetting to everyone. Anyway, Jeremiah, what's up?
I mean, that was shit, right?
Yeah, I
And I
feel
just-
so much worse.
And I'm gonna like particularly look at Morrigan and stuff like that through it, and like, I know my one hasn't been too bad with this, but I mean, I know what it
Please
feels
don't
like.
tell me you feel bad for me or that it looks weird. Just
No,
I
no,
feel
I
like-
mean,
okay.
like, it's just
This just
it's
is
very strange being not in your own skin in the same way, and it feels like they really don't understand that. And even though this time it wasn't too bad for me, I mean, the last time, well, it was a bit harder, and it all kind of happened at once, and I know it's shit feeling so different so suddenly, and I hope you're not made to feel like it's nothing by them, because that's what they always try and make you feel like. I just kind of like, I think getting a bit like regressing slightly, getting a bit more self-conscious, going back and like pulls their hat down a little bit more and like pulls down their sleeves a bit, kind of like.
You're not talking about the
And it
recent
kind of
changes,
seems like
are you?
old habits and stuff.
You're not talking about the most recent change, are you?
No. I didn't always look like this, and you know, it's fine. It doesn't affect anything. If anyways, in some ways, you know, I've got new abilities and everything. It's great, but it's still not me.
You want
It's still
a
not-
hat? I can give you my hat and then you can look however you want.
It's not how it works, you know.
What did you look like before then?
Yeah.
I guess I think my face was pretty much the same, but you know, I didn't have this skin tone, and my hair wasn't like this, and
Like all
it's just
floaty?
strange one day looking in the mirror after everything else that changed, also not being able to see my own face again. It's almost like I lost all of my family, and then the last of things that might remind me of them, it always was my eyes were meant to look just like my mum's, but
I give
Well,
you a
now.
hope.
But yeah, I know they're just dismissing it and they push it away because that's what they say. Whenever anything magically goes wrong, it's just normal, and
It doesn't feel
you
normal.
just got to push forwards. But it's okay to have it not be okay.
Do you want to join for girls' night tonight?
Yeah.
And he just nods.
Girls' night. They'll fix us.
We can do facials. I can paint your nails. We can do all kinds of things. It'll be nice. Cal loves it.
Cal nods.
Yeah, he shows off his pink fingernails.
Oh yeah.
And Kel's so manly that he makes pink fingernails look manlier, and it's
100%.
infuriating to everyone.
Listen, if there's one student in your year who could wear pink and no one would say anything, it's Kel. I mean, look at him.
All right, new headcanon, pink fingernails. Yeah, I'm rolling with that. Yeah, 100%.
So we're just going to keep trying to research this on our own and hope there's answers that the teachers just aren't telling us?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they just care about covering themselves more than anything else.
I am going to look for those like diaries or like documentations of other people who've had this. You know, if I find out that it's actually indeed like relatively common, that might make me feel a bit better, but knowing more about it will help in any case.
Yeah, they did phrase it like magic puberty, which is what we did think initially, so it just seems weird that we're the only people it's happening to, but I think maybe we're just like early
I'm also
bloomers,
kind of
maybe?
wondering if by saying that so much that it's magic puberty, we may have influenced the god of this world somewhat. Breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah. Also, Irving, sorry, they're having a little mutant-only
Amy, get out of
meeting,
here!
That's why I keep moving you over there. You're not technically here. You're just here so you can see.
Ermi is 100% included. He's a fucking ferret.
You're not a mutant, though. I'm sorry.
You're always
Oh,
there.
Cal was hanging out with us as well, if only because he's always invited to girls' night.
No, Cal got a mutant tongue. Cal's team mutant.
Oh yeah, Cal's Team Mutant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everyone forgets, but he does have a snake tongue.
It's
He
very
just-
yeah. It's not,
it's
he doesn't
wild.
talk much. Yeah.
So do we think you're like part snake or something? Like
That'd be
I
pretty
always
cool.
thought I was half orc. I guess I'm half snake.
half orc, half snake.
Snork.
Wait.
Snork got me.
New homebrew, a new race, really quick, random, because I really want to
Come on
play
it. The Snorks come from the far west.
I mean, wouldn't it just be a 1T that was made from an orc instead of a human?
There are Lamias to the north, so it could be.
I'm going to write home, and I promise you, if there is a Cyclops in my distant family, I will give you all money or something. There is no way that's a thing.
I can guarantee. Well, I don't know. Like, I am a cleric, and gods are very important to
You're
us.
a
but I
cleric?
don't- What? Yeah. Do I not advertise that properly?
Have you got
Dude,
pamphlets?
I have no clue what you are.
I have so many pamphlets, and I get you one out on like the matchmaking service. Yeah. I've got the lotions pamphlet. It's a very small buy-in, but once you start recruiting people, you're basically your own boss.
Hmm.
And also, Miaris is a lovely god, and I love her dearly.
Do you have eye cream? Because I think I'm going to need a lot more than I currently have.
Absolutely, we have eye cream. I'm going to write to my parents, and I'm going to be like, look, this is happening. Do we have any Celestial in the family? We might need to sue the school. Can you send some eye cream samples? That's going to be like the list on there.
All right. In terms of like the hand cream sample is the most important part of that, though. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need the good samples.
All right. As you all have your
And
mutant
meanwhile-
meeting. Yes, go on.
I'm also going to. I think we're all writing letters to family, except for Jeremiah. Oof, sorry, bro.
Oh my god.
Jeremiah,
You can write to my parents.
I was going to make that joke.
You killed him. You how? How could you do this?
Killed him.
All right, new character time. Let's go.
I'll ask whether there's changelings and/or autism diagnosis in my family.
All right. If you do want to write up a short letter, send it to me in my DMs, and I'll potentially write a reply if I have time. But you will get a general TLDR of the response next session. Regardless.
I'm still waiting for a response. How dare you?
Listen, I'll do 2-for-1 deal. All right, I kind of got
your family just doesn't respond to you.
They just forgot.
Yeah.
They're just
They're like,
"Ah."
oh, we'll respond, and then they never got to it. All right. Yeah. If, in character, you guys do wish to visit any therapist to discuss your changes, you can. They did say you could do that. They're just not going to force you, because it's up to you guys.
I can't believe this D&D is turning into an intervention in therapy.
I don't even go
No.
to therapy in real life.
You could
Maybe
try.
you should.
Same.
Probably should.
Alright, as this wraps up then, during the Wednesday, essentially equivalent of the week, on Pale Dream the 11th. One moment, let me go prepare something. Hold music.
Is it present? Where is my spectator? Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Alright. Rumble song, students.
Wait, is that me?
Yes.
Let's go, babe.
Gotta get all my documentations up. Lily, Asterius, Ermi, and Kel. Are you ready?
No.
Fucking born ready, baby.
It's a night like any other night for the students of Rumble Song. The sounds of soft slumber, interrupted by an occasional creaking of the tree's wood as it sways in the wind of the greenhouse. A gentle night, leading to what should have been a calm morning. If it wasn't for the loud voice echoing through the rooms and halls of the dormitory, waking up even the sleepiest of kids. Good morning, first years! You have 5 minutes to get out of bed and down to the fields. Failure to do so will result in horrific consequences.
Do we recognize this voice?
You do not. It is definitely a more mature voice, though. And as you're kind of, like, opening your eyes, like, what the fuck's going on? Your doors fly open as upperclassmen cheer and clap, kind of entering your room. Just very loudly cheering, like, trying, like, saying, let's go! Get up! Go, 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 go!
Oh no, I hate this kind
No.
of stuff. Fine, I get out of bed. Like, understanding this is clearly something you gotta go through as a Rumble Song student.
Alright, Kel, I will go with Kel next. Kel, how are you reacting as you're forcibly woken up with all this hyper energy?
Kel would probably be used to waking up super early, but he'd still be half asleep, so he would just get up and go with what they're doing.
Alright, Lily?
Okay. Just very tiredly rolls out of bed, full pink pajamas, pink eye mask, face cream on. Oh, can I get changed?
Yeah, they let you change. They're hyping you up to get it ready. Yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, please get out while I get ready.
And then Morrigan, how do you react to this morning wake up before even the sun's up?
Morrigan is just like in this, like, you know, this old-fashioned sleep robe with the sleeping hat, and like she looks like the ghost of Christmas past.
Alright, as you all kind of get up and start changing, you and your fellow students in your dorm, you get up out of bed at various speeds. Some of them are taking it seriously, others are putting on, some are taking it seriously, they're putting on like a light under layer of their uniform and their shoes before rushing out, while others, definitely who are not morning people, like yawn and shuffle their way down the tree.
Yep.
The morning light has yet to grace the greenhouse forest, yet Rumble Song is louder than ever as upperclassmen clap, cheer, and shout as they follow you out into the fields surrounding the dormitory. They're kind of following behind in the hallways, clapping and cheering. Once you're out in the field, you're gathered up a few hundred, and there's a few hundred or so first years of you.
Wow.
So let me move you to the map.
Oh, there's a lot more of us than I thought there was. Goddamn.
So, you can guess.
Oh, I'm Wintermane, by the way. I just assumed you were going by the group, and I was like, I'm going with whatever you want.
Let's go.
Who did I put down then?
Ermi.
Ermi, that's right. Ermi, you're here. I for some reason thought Morgan,
Hi.
because I saw her on the actual map. Ermi, how do you wake up?
I'm up.
He's been up.
Yeah,
Zoomies, activate.
He got excited. He went to sleep early because big day.
Alright. 1 second, I closed out of it by accident. There we go. As the cheers calm down a bit, you all notice a wood elf girl standing on top of a large tree stump. She has a wide grin on her face, full of energy that only an elf could have this early in the day. She cups her mouth, shouting over the noise to get around you. As you recall, this is the voice that you heard throughout the tree. Welcome to the Grand Adventure! A classic that all Rebel Song members have to undergo. I'm Hera. What makes a great mage? Is it intellect? Magical potential? No, it's our bodies! When other casters fail to maintain a spell, or crumble like wet paper, we Rebel Songs roar out our lungs and stand tall. And the only way to have a strong body is... She waits for someone from the crowd to respond.
Exercise.
Exercise! Alright, 10 laps around the dormitory tree.
Oh
the last to
my-
make it will have to run again.
No.
Now get going!
I haven't even had coffee.
I'm gonna look at Kel and be like, "Want a race?"
Hell yeah.
Alright, one moment. Let me see if this actually works or not. Or where's the camera going? Come back. Come back. Why is it so zoomed out? I'm going to do it manually, aren't I? Actually, no, maybe if I move Asteria. Damn it.
What are you doing?
I'll have to control the camera manually. Here we go. Anyhow. Alright. And here we go.
Ah.
Oh my god. Did you fucking program this?
I did.
I'm not. I have a complaint. I'm not bonus action dashing every turn.
If you want to exhaust yourself, you could, but it's just that's why you're towards the front, not the back. Alright.
I just don't want to be in last, that's all I care about.
You technically should be behind Scar, but I had yours selected, so I kind of messed up where you were meant to be. But anyhow, you all run. Can everyone make me a Constitution saving throw? Do it from your sheet. I don't think you want to have your token selected. Well, or else it may mess up your running. Okay, 6.
That's fine. That's fair.
Alright. You run as if a herd around the path that circles the grand tree. It's not too bad the first few laps. It's refreshing even. The faint dew clings to the leaves of the grass under your feet, and the air is pleasantly cool in your lungs. It's when you've gotten a few laps in that your body starts to complain. The straining of your lungs with each breath you take. The shaking of your legs as you jog. A few of the weaker students fall to the ground in exhaustion, including Lily,
Damn right.
who is face planted on the grass.
Leave me here. Just leave me.
However, only that as you're laying on the ground, I'm done, your exhaustion is removed as one of the upperclassmen following behind you all, because all the upperclassmen are following you behind, jogging as well. They cast lesser restoration on you, Lily, and get you back up to your feet. Both two students lifting you from one arm each, and then kind of shove you back into the race.
No rest. You gotta keep going.
That's just torture.
It seems that even exhaustion won't save you from this drill, and if you don't want to have to run this hell another 10 laps, you'll have to endure it for now. Alright, another con save, everyone.
I'm suing this school and no one can stop me.
Alright. More students fall to their knees, including Erden, who curses under his breath. This is insane! My father! He starts to say, only to be lifted up by the wave of upperclassmen who restore his strength before making him run again. Another con save, everyone.
Oh boy.
DC 12.
Can I lucky that?
Sure.
Yeah.
220s down.
Alright, you're on your 8th lap at this point. Sweat
Jesus!
clings to your skin and your vision blurs at the edges. Most students have fallen at least once or more. Or in Fofel's case and also Lily's case, around 2 or 3 times total.
I'd like to stop praying.
But I like to imagine Fofel and Lily kind of facepalm like onto the ground at the same time, and then they get back up and they fall.
Just
But-
leave us, please.
Jess,
We're not
despite
made for this.
Jess, despite doing her best, is starting to falter. Her steps are becoming more and more chaotic and weak. You're not sure if she'll manage without aid.
Is my natural 20 enough to like not necessarily help me out, but maybe put a hand against her back?
You can help her. You can take disadvantage on your last check to help her succeed on her own. So it's up to you.
Jeez!
If you want to have disadvantage, if you want to slow down and kind of help support her, if you want to gain some brownie points, or if you're like, nah, fuck, every man for themselves.
I don't need those brownie points that bad.
Or anyone else?
I am not
As
a
you're kind of
simp.
like Kel, you, Ermi, and Asteris are kind of the front. Behind Shisen, who is a Dragonborn, kind of built for this kind of stuff. Does anyone want to help Jess, or is she gonna fall down into the grass?
Everyone needs to learn a little bit of failures every now and then.
Okay, fine, I'll help her out. I'll
Yeah.
help her out.
Okay, alright. Final lap, can I get con saves? Disadvantage Asterius.
Easy!
Second wind, but this feels like first wind.
I
Maybe die.
face plant the Lyspa of the last lap.
I like to imagine, Ermi, as you're getting to the finish line, you face plant slide just an inch short of it. Alright. The final lap.
Grab me, Kel. Throw me across the edge. Oh, Jesus.
Robot!
Beepity boop. Can't believe we have to keep running through technical difficulties.
Is it good now? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you're
Okay, guys, thank you for responding. Alright. The final lap, your running feet soar, the light of dawn breaking through the glass dome of the greenhouses above. You can see it. The upperclassmen that weren't running with you, cheering for you as your legs guide you towards the finish line. Their shouts are wordless, a rumbling that reaches your chest as well as your ears as you approach. Rumble song! Rumble song! Rumble song! Ermi, you slide to a stop at the finish line, an inch away from it. Kel, roll me sleight of hand to see if you can reach down and pick him up and toss him as you're
Just
running by.
Just kick me across the edge.
Like a football.
Alright, you managed to grab him by the scruff of his neck and kind of drag him across the finish line.
Hell yeah.
Asterius, you see Jess was about to stumble.
Oh, we lost you.
Stumble was the last thing we heard.
Daddy! Daddy!
DM,
Daddy, no!
He's dead.
don't leave us
He's
like this.
dead.
We're still running.
The New Jersey aliens finally got him. The UFOs.
I mean, it's not the last round. Yes, keep on running. Run. We need another con save.
This is our punishment. We run for eternity.
Hello, hello?
Uh,
Was that robotic or was I just not heard?
God.
you just weren't heard. You said
Huh.
stumble from Jess. That was the last
Okay.
thing we heard. From
Yeah,
him.
as you see Jess stumbling, you manage to catch her by the elbow and support her. And essentially she gives you like a nod of thanks, Asterius. She will remember this as you help her cross the finish line. As each of you pass the finish line, you collapse into one of the upperclassmen's arms as he lifts you up, holding you above the crowd as they cheer for you.
Do I get that pop-up in the upper right screen? Just
Yeah, Jess will remember that, yes.
nice.
One by one, even those who fell initially crossed the line, falling to the ground in various levels of fatigue and exhaustion. Lily, this is harder than fighting the sphere.
I want to go back to bed, please.
But who came in last?
Most likely Fulfill and Lily.
Yeah, right. Blonde.
As you're kind of lifted up, you're being cheered for. They're going rumble song, as they're kind of like lifting you up and like kind of like, you know, like doing like the crowd surfing. They're lifting you up, just like cheering for you all. It's a very like primal feeling as like all their voices are causing your chests like to shake, from all the voices yelling. As energy returns to you, you notice the same wood elf from before. She smirks before yelling to the crowd, "Who are we? Rumble Song!" The crowd, everyone responds, and then she smiles, glancing down at the first years. Will you guys do a final lap for stop the patrol? There you go, everyone's crossing.
Is there any like buckets of water around?
There's the lake and stuff, so yeah.
Ermi is going to like just dunk himself into one.
Team, can we just do one heartfelt rumble song? 3, 2, 1, rumble!
Rumble
Oh
song.
my god, you guys are slow as fuck.
Oh, fuck. I blame lag.
As Hera is looking down at you, she'll keep shouting, "Tarasks are immortal, just like the bonds of all of us in Rumble Song. None of you run alone. Rumble Songs for life." She raises her hand and everyone starts cheering and yelling, keeping you all in their arms and lifting you up. The upperclassmen do a victory lap around the tree, essentially, holding you all on their shoulders. As the sunlight now pours through the... Oh, go on. You're gonna throw up. As the sunlight now pours through the windows above in full, you notice the beautiful golden hue surrounding the leaves of the trees above you. It seems that the threat of those failing having to make more laps around the tree was a lie. After all, for the victory lap, after the victory lap, you're all brought back to the dormitories to get a bit of rest for the rest of your day.
We still have to do classes after
You
this?
still have to do the classes.
I'm definitely telling my parents.
Alright, all Rumble Songs gain +1 to their Constitution score.
Oh!
Yeah.
Do you want me to add it myself?
I'll do it, I'm doing it one at a time.
Okay, Daddy.
Does that mean mine goes from 14
Thank
to
you
15?
for the
Yeah, you're now 15.
12 to 13.
All you have to do is take a half feat, and then you have a new con score. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is because now that you're fully indoctrinated into the Rumble Song cult, you will be working out regardless of if you want to or not.
No.
And this is to show off your new...
Arguably, probably the most helpful thing out of any of the dorms, just being physically fit.
What makes a strong mage?
Let's get
Exercise!
Protein shakes.
Alright, moving on.
I feel like I'm in the wrong.
I feel like me and Kel are in the right place. Let's be real.
Let me get the spectator on the other map.
Lily could develop to be like a Pilates yoga fit girly.
Yeah, you're right. That's a different kind of cult. Yeah, I'm down.
It's just cult vibes. Oh yes.
Got me. Oh,
Get
it's
those
spinning
Lululemon.
structure.
Lululemon leggings.
Yeah.
The same night, a tad earlier in the evening, Dahlia, Jeremiah, Morgan. Late at night, when you should be getting ready for sleep, you instead find yourselves and all the other first years gathering in the common room of the Winter Main Tower. Several upperclassmen, all wearing black cloaks with silver tiger masks, stand around you. A human girl stands before you, a fifth year. Unlike most of the other upperclassmen, she has her hood down and has forgone her mask. Let me get the theme going for the Winter Mains. Thank you all for gathering so quickly. As you must have heard through rumors, it is the time of the year where we upperclassmen provide a trial of sorts for the first years to undergo. Each dorm is different. I'm sure that the brutes of Rumble Song are going to be waking up in an hour, running laps around their tree like some sort of dog.
Man, the Rumble Song vibes are so much better. This is lame.
We and Winter Main are different. Tonight so happens to be the night of a rare celestial event. While the emerald moon is often hidden this time of the month, the pale moon will call it forth for a brief period of time. It provides an elegant and divine view that only we can experience from our tower. She motions to the doors leading out onto the balconies of the Winter Main Tower. Tonight, all you have to do is stay up, enjoy the view, and perhaps endure the magical flow from the emerald moon. So yeah, go onto the balcony and take your spots.
Oh, that's nice.
Wherever you want.
Game is paused.
Unpause us, please. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The balcony is specifically around the tower, not like the bridge.
Hell yeah. Oh, there's walls.
As you go outside, bundled up for warmth.
Oh, that's a window.
From the window!
Wow! I'll keep it PG.
Where's the moon?
Well, as you all go outside, bundled up for warmth, you see what you expected to see. The emerald moon is facing away, with the pale moon entering its first quarter. Yet, as you gather, something strange starts to occur in the heavens. For a brief moment, you see the emerald moon start to slowly brighten until it's the sole celestial body in the sky. The hair on the back of your neck starts to rise, as very faintly you start to hear voices drifting upon the wind. You can feel your magic a bit easier than normal, as if it's rising from the pores of your skin into the night sky. An ethereal hue covers the frozen landscape, an aurora of sorts forming from the moon. As the three of you look up into the sky, you hear a voice to your left talk to you softly. The upperclassman... one second. The Azamar upperclassman, with her blacked wings wrapped around her like a cloak, is talking to you. Archon, the Emerald Moon. It connects to our souls in ether, breaking down the boundaries between life and death. Listen closely, first years. The whispers of those flowing in the life stream can be heard at times like these. The voices of those who have passed into its waters. Can each of you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh no.
Alright, as you listen to the wailing wind, some words start to make sense to you. Whispers of regret, loss, life, incoherent and absent of true memory. You recall that the longer one swims in the life stream, the less of them remains, until all the weight of their soul is cleansed and then returned to the world. As the gorgeous event comes to a close, you feel something inside your heart. This was truly a moment that only those in Wintermane could witness. A brief moment at the energy that flows beneath and through the planet. The energy from which you had come from, and to where you will return to one day. You all gain +1 intelligence.
Oh boy, I have 21 intelligence now.
Jesus.
Except
That's
Morgan, who can't go
too
above 20.
What? Pappy, can I get something else then?
You want the catch 22, you could go to 21, but it's still the same modifier and you'll never get above 21.
Yeah, but it
just looks cool.
It's a flex. It's
Okay,
a flex.
there's your flex, there's
It's
your flex.
Flex.
There's your flex.
Thank you. I feel so much better now.
This is so much better than doing laps.
Imagine doing laps like animals.
Yeah, but they got +2 and concentration checks.
Mm.
+1. But anyhow,
Yeah.
meanwhile... Let me get the spectator down again. Yeah, I didn't forget about you, bud. You got the best one of them all.
It's a Hadan show.
That's right. It's all about me.
Let me get the Lapis Scales theme getting ready.
Just gets +1 in every stat.
Ding 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 ding.
Like +3.
One moment. Hernan. While you might have wanted an early evening tonight, it seems that sleep would yet be denied from you one more time. For as you were going up the stairs to your dormitory, all the first years were coming down towards you instead. as several upperclassmen were guiding them all, shouting as they went, "All first years to the commons! All first years to the commons!" You are unable to go against the tide, physically at least, as you are dragged along with the other first years. As the few hundred or so students mill about, you notice a few specific upperclassmen seem to be in charge of the event. One second, let me zoom in a bit more. There we go. A few of fifth years stand by one of the windows that look out into the dark lake of the academy. One of them, wearing a neatly decorated uniform, speaks to you all. Her voice is calm and to the point, as if serving in the military. As members of Lapis Scale, it is our duty as your seniors to initiate you in the ways of the Leviathan. You spent every day and night looking out into the clear and lovely waters of our lake. The privilege we solely get. But to truly understand it, and to appreciate it, you must become one with it. She motions to a few crates placed before her. Two upperclassmen next to her open them up with Mage Hand to reveal an assortment of swimsuits. As is tradition, you are to change into the proper clothing and then make your way up to the lake's surface. There, you shall dive into the waters and make your way down into the lake to retrieve one of the many scales we've scattered there. She holds up a gorgeous scale that seems to shine with an inner light. Upon retrieving your scales, you are to return to the surface. Do not worry, you will not drown. The suits are enchanted to let you breathe the water like a true Leviathan can. Failure to do so will result in the Leviathan's punishment, something I do not think you'd like to endure. Among the scales, I've scattered a golden one. The one to return of this golden scale shall be granted an additional reward. She motions to the other upperclassmen who start to hand out the swimsuits. Cautiously, nervously, and some excitedly, the first years take their swimsuits and go back to their dorm rooms to change. Hernan, you're granted one as well, and do you also go and change?
Yes.
Alright.
That's your gold. I want my gold.
After changing, you all make your way to the surface through the lift, walking along the snowy surface as the chilling wind blows past you. While the swimsuits do seem to mitigate it slightly, the protection is nowhere near as good as your normal academy uniform. As you gather at the edge of the lake, you make a line. It seems that your upperclassmates have already shattered the ice along the shore to make it diving into it easier. Good luck! You hear as a bang sounds, most likely a signal to dive. Do you dive in, Hernan?
Yeah, I'm resistant to cold. It feels lovely to me. Even the cold water feels nice.
Alright, as you swim beneath the ice-covered lake, thin rays of the green light from the emerald moon stretch downwards into the darkness of the waters below. The ethereal light creates an eerie yet, if not still beautiful, view. As Hernan swims beneath the waves, he finds himself enduring the cold better than he might have initially expected thanks to the necklace around his neck. He sees his fellow students all around him, some swimming downwards with skill, while others do their best doggy paddle beneath the surface. As you start to reach the bottom of the lake, you can make out the shining windows of your dormitory in the distance. The thought of something from the depths potentially watching you from the void crosses your mind for a brief moment. But soon, the hundreds of glinting scales below you attract your attention. All you have to do is find one and return to the surface. But perhaps, if you're lucky, you might even find the golden scale that the upperclassman Mavu talked about. Can you roll me a perception check?
Yes. Does this count as downtime activity so I get advantage?
It does not, but you can lucky it if you so need to.
I'll lucky it.
Alright. You may also guidance it.
Let's see.
Alright, that's an 18. Alright, you secure your scale and start to make your way back to the surface. It is not the golden one, but it will do. Next to you is Jat. Her lower legs have transformed to those of a mermaid as she shoots past you with a wave. While most of your fellow first years seem to have managed, you notice Sententia having some difficulty as she swims, most likely having trouble due to her sight. Do you help her or do you continue on your way?
It's her, right? The
Myalessi. Thinking.
Blah. Oh, screw it. I'll help her.
Alright, you swim over, you don't have to hold your breath because the swimsuits are enchanted, but you move over and she kind of turns towards you with a start as, finally something comes near that she can see and sense. And she'll kind of cling to you a bit as you kind of swim downwards with her and help her find a scale before returning back to the surface. As you breach the surface, you make your way towards to the nearest upperclassman, who checks your scale. After confirming that you got it, they give you a tap on your shoulder and smile. You're now a true Leviathan. If you could endure the cold of the lake, nothing else can stop you. Tired, cold, and wet, you make your way back to the dormitory with the other first years, getting ready for bed. You gain +1 to your wisdom. Alright, real quick, just for a little RP session, as you guys wake up, or are still awake from after your little hazing event, you all kind of find yourselves in the hallway as you're tiredly making your way towards your first class for that day. So I'll just put you back here so you can have a little RP talk about what you all just experienced if you so wish. So let me move you out to the hall.
That couldn't have been on a weekend so I could sleep after to recover. I have to go to class now.
Yeah, so everyone who's not a Rumble Song, you're just maybe tired mentally, or maybe you're spiritually awakened, but then you see the Rumble Song students dragging their legs, just very stiff.
You guys look like shit.
Did you finally start that morning yoga session you kept talking about, Lily?
It wasn't yoga. I had to run so many times, and I would collapse because I was so tired, and they'd just heal me and make me do it again. It felt like it would never end.
Oh, was that your thing?
I hope so, because if I have to do something else, I'm quitting. I'm going home. I can't do that again.
Wow, that's a lot.
What did you guys do? Was it
something just as hard?
They made me a coffin, and they locked me into it and dug me really deep under the ground, and then I had to claw my way out with my bare hands.
That sounds terrifying.
It was quite fun, really. There were a lot of skeletons around. I had a great time.
Oh.
Steps away from him. Get a smell.
All right, lick boy.
All right. As you'll kind of make your way towards your first class, we'll go through the week to the weekend, because I don't have anything else planned for this week's RP. So there you go.
I need you to know, I did actually think about the School of Magic homework you gave us, and I feel cheated out of it now.
Oh, that's next month.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Really
I feel better
around. Yeah. I'm gonna stay here because I need to keep doing the prestidigitation stuff.
Alright, place you guys where you want to go. This is the second week of the month.
Mm-hmm. So next will be con.
I will do.
What do you need for your second round of
Constitution, yes.
Constitution. What's Flyball Arena.
Flyball Arena.
Let's go.
Actually, yeah, I want to prioritize those rolls. 2 sec. Intelligence. Cafe?
Cafe.
Did it.
To want the familiar, though.
I want a familiar so bad.
I want this so bad, but I feel like it's very cheesy to go to the thing that has the right check.
It's up to you.
And
They're
the
there
other-
for that reason. Like, you know, if you want to be better at that thing for the week. You can also go to learning towers if you want to roll essentially the one you're learning for the one you failed to get, but it's kind of like, you know, it's up to what you want to do. But anyhow,
I made my choice.
alright. You visit the Phantom Harp.
Oh.
We see Erdon and Jean kind of sitting next to each other, just casually watching the show. Do you try to make yourself scarce, or do you like pass by Jean, get his attention? What's it looking like in Morgan's head after the last week's incident?
So she is still angry at him, so she notices him but goes sit somewhere else on her own instead. She can't believe he didn't say sorry for almost throwing up when looking at her, because that's really, really, really rude. So she decides to have this time. She deserves it to listen to music and have a good time and not have someone throw up when they look at her. She did, however, decide to wear gloves and make sure that the weird parts of her body are hidden.
Alright.
It's turtleneck time.
He doesn't say anything.
Wow, what a prick.
Asshole. The worst.
Yeah, see, you don't know if he noticed you or not, but he's just watching the show. Vibing.
I can respect that. Morgan's also vibing. Good show.
Alright, Lily!
Oh,
sorry. Did you want anything else, Morgan?
After the show, I think she would go down and chat to the people of the school who she recognizes. Just like, good show. I'm quite sure I've interacted with Frida and Erdon before.
I think so. You may not be super close, but I think everyone's talked to everyone at least once at this point.
So we're doing this classic after show, we're having a cup of tea thing, right? I mean, this is the first time I've seen this new one. Do you go here more often?
You know, when he seems to be very sore and tired. Whenever I need some rest, yeah. It's a good take mine off things. He kind of groans as he stretches his arms because of the workout.
Working out then?
Not by choice.
Oh, are you doing the same thing that Lily did? She was complaining about that this morning.
You wouldn't understand.
Oh, no, I wouldn't. I mean, the Wintermane one was horribly brutal, and can I roll, like...
You can roll deception.
Performance or deception?
Because you're out, like, lying. You can roll deception.
Okay, I'm gonna roll deception for this, because it's funny. Oh, and will Jean back me up in whatever bullshit story I'm spinning?
Tell me the bullshit story first. What are you saying?
Oh, it was horrible. So, but also kind of fun. Oh shit! Now I have to think of a good bullshit story, huh?
I'll come back to you.
Yeah, let me think of a bullshit story. Thank you.
Take time with your bullshit.
Lily, as you're at the cafe, you're just enjoying a nice little hot chocolate, reading a book. Margoria is sitting next to you. She's discussing your flower, like your feathers with you. She seems to be a cleric of Maris as well. As you guys are talking about like the tenets of your faith, and like she's like playing with flowers and making flower wreaths.
My God, why aren't we already best friends?
You never talk to me?
No, oh no, I'm so sorry. I think we've just not sat next to each other. I didn't do it on purpose, I promise.
It's okay.
Do you want a friendship bracelet?
Do you want a friendship wreath?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Right, and she'll weave you pretty much like weave you a little tiny crown.
I'll give her all like the pamphlets on my family's business as well.
All right. Moving on. Everyone else is at the flyball arena, huh?
Just a coincidence. We all just want to play flyball today.
You guys are facing off against Jat, Ezra, Laldol, Meep, Scar, and one other as you're kind of having like a 6v6 match flying around on these brooms.
She a Dragonborn?
He is a Dragonborn, yeah.
Okay.
From what you can tell, he has green scales.
I'm gonna try to make sure we beat them bad.
Oh. Roll me your Constitution saving throw then. Let's have a save off. Alright. With the help of your team, you guys managed to beat him, and he does not seem to take it nicely. He's cursing in Draconic, mainly at his members of his team, as he's kind of like kicking like his broom as he walks off the field.
I mock salute Ezra after we win.
She kind of shrugs and says, "Good game. GG's, GG's." Alright. Spell roll checks. Let's go from, or actually, before that, do you have your bullshit story, Morgan?
Oh, it was the middle of the night. It was the time when you should be sleeping, but they, like 3 at night, not like when you wake up in the morning. No, it was a horrible, horrible time. I was in my pajama. I didn't even get the chance to change into normal clothes. You know, my pajamas are really embarrassing. They're like long and old-fashioned. I look like the ghost of Christmas past. Anyway, that's not the point. We were called into the room and they had a spell of darkness, and we were tripping over little marbles, but it was supposed to be some sort of like weird, messed up maze. It had skeletons. I heard someone get covered in slime. Oh no, it was horrible. There were riddles all around, and I can't even remember half of them, and I was too sleepy, and there were weird noises.
Erudon will look for Jean for confirmation, and he's like leaning back in his chair. He's like kind of casually listening. He sees you giving this huge spiel, kind of catches on and just kind of shrugs and says, "Yeah, Rick Doom got covered in slime."
Oh, horrible. Completely slimed. It took us hours later to like get it off him, but that's part of the hazing. Ooh, I got stuck somewhere, these tangles that come from the ground, the tangling roots. I think I was stuck in it for like half an hour. It's like the little thorns one got a little bit under my armpit, and I only could get out when I answered the riddle right, and we were awake the entire night. It was horrendous.
As like you're giving this huge spiel, and Erudon's eyes has wide eyes, you just feel her kind of walking by casually and saying, "We got to swim in the lake, it was pretty fun," and she just leaves the harp. And Erudon's like thinking, he doesn't know if he would rather have physical torment or mental torment that you're describing.
Can I ask the other house what they did? Because there's some flame people in the cafe. Can I ask them what they were up to?
Margoria, or whose house?
Which is the one that we don't have anyone in? Is it the
Phoenix
little
Light?
Phoenix
Yeah.
Light.
Hi.
Hey, Lily.
Hi, I just would like to confirm something about my house and whether or not I should try a petition to change houses. What did you guys do this morning?
We can't talk about it.
Oh, because it was terrible, or because it was so good that they're like, oh, everyone's gonna get jealous?
Because the DM hasn't planned anything. You don't want to talk about it.
She sips on her hot chocolate and doesn't say anything.
Oh, well, okay. I'm definitely changing houses, oh my god.
If you wanted to know it, you should have rolled RNG to get in Phoenix Flight.
I'm going to put a formal petition in to change houses. What more do you want from me? I'm going to ask Verdun to change me to Phoenix Flight. I'm sure he will.
Alright, moving.
Papa's just salty because no one's in Phoenix Flight.
Alright, Morgan, roll me your 3 checks for the week. Let's do your magic missile or shield, and then your false cape, and then find familiar.
He left it up to RNG on purpose. It's his fault. So
It's a check, not a throw, right?
he could have RP'd us having a full-on sorting hat and put us into the houses he wanted us to be in. He could have done that.
14's good. 21's good. And then you just have find familiar left.
Yeah. I was taking my... Can I guidance this? Is there any way I can fix this?
The DC is 11, so does your guidance have +2? I forget if that's your early line.
I do not think so. Nope.
Then
Just
no.
confidently say yes.
Do you have anything to cash in? You don't have your inspiration.
You know what? This will just hurt. It's fine.
Okay. Speaking of hurt, Lily.
Hi.
I need your 3 checks for Shield or Magic Missile, and then I need False Cape and then Find Familiar.
Magic missile.
You're good? So you're now 1 out of 3 for that, then you have your other 2.
False cape is a con.
Oh.
Damn it. And find familiar. I'm still on intelligence. I'm so smart, guys.
Ermi!
Does my +4 and the +4 maybe get me it?
The DC is 11. So maybe? You have... Yeah, you have Guidance, so roll me 2d4. You need to get 2 4s. Nah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Alright, Ermi. Alright. False Cape. Alright, and then you have Find Familiar. You do not have Inspiration, you do not have... I mean... Guidance wouldn't really get you there.
Oh, he has 2d8. Or 2d4.
Yeah, it was very... It's like...
I'll just eat it.
Alright. Kel.
That was what? That was the...
That was Find Familiar.
Gotcha.
Alright, Kel. Shield or Magic Missile. Roll. Alright, good. You're now 1 out of 3 for that, and then you have False Cape.
This one's con, right?
Yes, if you're on step 2. Alright, good, and then you have Find Familiar. Also good. Alright, Jeremiah. Big J. You have Guidance and a D4, so you can roll me the Guidance and D4 bonus. Alright, so 9 plus... Alright, there you go. So that was for your that was for Magic Missile or Shield. Now you have False Cape. Alright, good. And then you have the roll for Find Familiar. You do have the D4 from Con. That is just enough.
Nice, so 2 out of 3 for everything then.
Good. Hernan. You have 2 spells to roll for. You have your Shield Magic Missile, or you... Yeah, okay, so that's good. And then Find Familiar, that's also good. Dahlia. Alright, good. Shield Magic Missile. That would be for False Cape. You can roll 1d4 from Con. And then you also have Guidance if you need it. So roll me a d4, see if you need Guidance. You do not. And then you have Find Familiar. You get that regardless because you have a d4. Alright. All 3 done. Asterius.
Hello.
Giga Chad, are you ready to roll 3 nat 20s?
Watch me absolutely destroy these rolls.
Okay. Good. Good because Guidance... actually, roll me the d4 con to see if you can save your Guidance. You just need to get a 2 or higher. Alright, you use your Guidance to get it then. And then you have your final one for Find Familiar, sadly. Ooh. Oh, maybe! You have a d4 from Con. There you go, alright. Very close one this week, Asterius, as you're kind of studying for the spell learning, but you managed to get it.
Easy.
Alright. As you guys are sleeping, Kel.
Ruh-roh.
As you relax after a short workout in the greenhouses, this is probably in the early evening, not like the sun hasn't set yet, but you're kind of lounging after the workout that everyone has to do now. You notice something out of the corner of your eye. You get the feeling that someone is watching you, but as you turn to look in their direction, you see nothing there. All that remains is the feeling in your chest, remnant to the feeling you had when you had to say goodbye to those of your tribe as you made your way to the capital to study. A loneliness, a desire for home, significantly more intense than what you had felt. And this feeling lingers within you for a time, until it passes out, like it goes away.
What the fuck?
I should write my mom.
You should write your mom. Alright, let me double check what I had lesson plan wise. See if I have anything we can do quick before the end of the session. Alright, before I go into the sessions, on the 18th of Pale Dream, which is pretty much a Wednesday, you're all kind of lounging about, doing, whatever
You make it sound so fascinating. The 8th of Pale. It's basically just a Wednesday. So Wednesday.
Well, this is a specific Wednesday.
Okay.
This is the Wednesday that your group defeated the Forgotten One, the Lost One.
Go on.
The big Wednesday.
The Wednesday?
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
I knew it. Get out.
1 second. Where's my music? I have to go back to a different campaigns folder.
Oh, it's getting serious.
Sorry, it would have been under here. There it is. As you're all lounging about in the academy, you feel something. Something tugging at you from far away. A sensation of conflict. Everyone but Dolly, you're feeling this right now. As you feel and hear a thread of gold going far, far away. As something ripples down it towards you. You feel these heightened emotions that maybe innately remind you of what you've been feeling, but it's something not as abstract. It's something you can relate to as if these are your own feelings of conflict, of this battle being waged somewhere in this realm. Of a howling deep within a storm. And a victory that came at a cost for some and prevented the death of many. And as you felt this feeling, it starts to fade. This strange connection to somewhere far away. And then you're back.
Did we just experience the canon event of another campaign?
Yes, you have experienced the connection between you, as you all know, there's a connection between all the characters you make, the golden thread, and through it, because your characters in the other campaign ignited their souls during combat, you have felt the aftermaths of their battle. You don't know exactly what happened, but you know that somewhere in this world, something big just happened.
Ooh, I'm a badass without realizing why.
The Forgotten One was
Maya's?
the
Lost one was the Leviathan. The one that had
Leviathan in
contained.
the Moonlit Sea, right?
Yes.
So because your date and time system uses words that I'm not familiar with, are all of our campaigns actually happening at the same time?
Yeah, it's the same year.
Yeah, they've all been in the same exact year.
They've
all been happening concurrently. My head canon is that all of my characters are from one like soul from a deity-like being that has been shattered somehow.
What part turned into a fucking rat?
I don't know. the rat part. I didn't say it was a good deity.
Which part of yours turned into a fucking what's the Sneedru? Explain Sneedru.
You kicked Sneedru's out.
Ego. That's what Sindru was. Just all ego.
Oh man.
Yeah,
okay.
So
thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah, but you as students, your current characters have felt. They don't know what this threat is, but they do know that they just felt something far away of this as if like someone they were very close to just had a huge event. You don't know what to do with it. You probably won't be able to do anything with it, but it is definitely strong enough that is not related. You can tell innately it is not related to whatever's going on with this mystery you're going through. It's definitely something different, which is
What
also
happens if
concerning.
these characters meet? What happens if Eos
They
meets
TV.
Irby? What
Then it's
happens?
like the Super Saiyan fusion. Ha!
I want Philly to meet Gwen.
Oh no.
She would kill. She would. Star
No,
Wars
you would be-
moment.
Join me, together we can rule the galaxy.
No!
Yes.
This is Gwen killing all the fucking Padawans.
She
I kill them
kills
all, the
children.
women and children too. For their souls.
She's totally gonna pull an Anakin and just kill all the kids.
Let's go.
But can't a woman just do anything? God forbid a
Right?
girl has hobbies.
Anakin did nothing wrong.
Oof.
Oh my gosh.
As this feeling suddenly happens and Morgan has no idea what's happening, she kind of looks up like, I'm not feeling my best. There's something strange. It's not best. It's like a weird. I'm gonna go and just have a walk or something.
Take a lap.
I feel like seeing like Ermi, who is like a white ferret creature, probably brings up like weird memories for Philia with my ghost ferret from last campaign.
Oh,
So I was like, oh,
Also, that's right, Kel, you
Yeah.
wouldn't have felt it either.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're brand new, smile.
Well, you would have felt that one campaign.
The other campaign, yeah, but there was no.
Yeah.
They didn't burn their souls in that campaign.
Ah.
I feel weirdly different about anchors now.
we simply
Now,
burned our souls.
to be fair, we did stop something real bad from happening in that campaign. So, burning soul may be worth it? Question mark. That may be what's causing the weirdness to our
Oh.
characters.
The ocean would make sense. That ocean that we keep waking up in.
That's what's causing all the weird shit.
Here, let me do some PTSD things real quick.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping to win the rest of
Yeah.
Totally new.
Oh yeah. You're like, I
I
know
mean,
what it's
I'm
like
just-
to be blind.
I'm just glad because Ferdinand would probably be a better influence on Asterius than Snidru.
Wait. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
but-
Snidru is a champion.
Is that the Ferdinand that's cyberbullying in the chat? Just asking out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah.
He's using a different like character for that for some reason.
Snidru's a member of the
He's the better
Shrouded.
influence.
He's off in the dream protecting it. What do you mean? He's living his best
Yeah.
life.
But Ferdinand is in this children group chat.
Oh, okay. You just see
It's,
smoke.
it's like joining a random signal channel. It's like
And the rest of them are with Soren and Gwen, and don't know that Gwen is
Perfectly
evil.
fine, thank you.
Ezrin was making his way to Red Wave, if I recall correctly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, he knows what happened with his character, and there may be a little canon
The
event
Leviathan
happening.
blood.
With
I love that
Leviathan
you're
blood.
Snake in every universe.
I'll find you in every universe.
Yeah, the snake blood will find me.
It already has. Looks at
Looking at
tongue.
ourselves like, yeah, that looks right.
Alright. Since we only have a couple minutes left, I think we'll end the session there. So let me go end it real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, that has been episode 12 of Immiscible Atonality, which began with a short tournament arc, which is still ongoing, but they only did one fight, and the dormitory hazing events. Tune in next week for potentially more tournament, more school events, and perhaps the beginning of their third excursion, who knows? And nothing will go wrong with them, though. They're perfectly fine and healthy. Till then, take it easy.